boom, boom. But yes, it still works. I always get worried when I haven't done the stream for a while. And unfortunately, folks, I haven't done a stream in a while, and I hope it's working with the audio. I have it set up now so I can actually hear myself speak, so that I can better control the volume. But there's just a tiny little delay, so hopefully it isn't going to trip me up too much. I haven't gotten used to it yet, but okay, fantastic, it's working. I have been traveling all over the state, outside of the state, all over the place for work. I have not. I think in the last month I've been home twice. I spent my Christmas not at home, so that doesn't count. Although I was not working like Christmas, New Year's, whatever. Speaking of the new year, happy New Year, everyone. It's a beautiful new year. And this new year, we have new toys to play with. And I'd like to thank the lovely people on my channel for, unless one specifically wants me to call them out, for donating to the cause this beautiful little stream deck. And so let's give them a round of applause, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Okay, that's not all right. Let's calm down. Okay, serious time, folks. It's a serious time. It is a time to get serious in our live stream. And it is a live stream. It's live. Ladies and gentlemen, I still have to say it because people still complain months after the fact. People who have already complained before and apologized for their earlier complaint are saying, why is this 2 hours long? Because that's the amount of time I try to make these. I like to do these, but people get tired after 2 hours. Not me. I would keep going. But you, the viewers, get tired. So out of respect to you, I bring it down. Wow. Oh. Woo. Hold on, folks. I'm feeling a little faint. Can we just... Arash, always delightful to have you here. Thank you so much. Arash is great guy, obviously. Excellent taste in music. That's a little inside reference there. Just fantastic. Thank you so much. What does it say? Hold on. Oh God. Why is my computer doing? Oh, okay. Your New Year present. Miss you. I missed you too. I missed all of you. Thank you so much. So yes, it's a live stream. It's live. It's designed for audience interaction, and of course, like the first few minutes are basically me just stalling for time while people come in. So if you're watching this, you're like, he won't shut up. Welcome to me and this channel. The more you know. So, I love it so much. Anyway, yeah, if I'm like rambling too much, because I do that. I do ramble too much. If you're on a computer, you have this handy little button here on the keyboard. It's a arrow, and you hit it, and you'll go forward a few seconds. And you could just, in fact, you could take this mouse, and you can drag the time bar. And I've accidentally double-clicked. I don't know what I just did. But that's fine. We'll leave it like that. It's fine. If you're on a phone, you can double tap. You can still slide the thing. If it's too much, maybe this just isn't the stream for you. But for those of you who are here, thank you for being here. Always delightful. Taco, good to see you. I think I saw Kick in here. Always good to see you. Detective, of course. All of the rest of you. Skypope, we've been here before. Lindsay, excuse me. There is a Linda sometimes in there. Dreamer. Rebecca, all of y'all. Fraudy, of course. Justin, Alan. Who did I miss? Danny. How's it going? We might get to that. John. Tony, Dan. I don't know if I said I think there's a Dan and a Danny. Oh, it's just delightful. It's just good having all of you here. Deputy Merc, of course. Who else we got in here? Crowd's Commentary, how's it going? Wiseacre, Richard. There's Linda. See, I knew Linda would be here. Anyway, we should get into this. Once I figure out, hold on, this might do something. I don't know what just happened. No, I don't want that. Well, I double-clicked. it. Anyway, yeah, it's giving me like a live and an edit and a transition. Don't know, never seen it before. Doesn't matter. We can keep going. We roll with the punches. And commentator auditor, good to have you here. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. And Raj, being, just flexing on all of us again. You beautiful human being, you. My God, thank you so much. Also, Betty White. That is sad. I was hoping she'd make it. But I'm confident that she absorbed the potential evils of 2022 into herself as a sacrifice for the rest of us. How else can you explain that she died on New Year's Eve? She had a vision, right, in her old age and infinite wisdom of 2022, made a deal, said, I will take that into myself, and bleh. That's my theory, which is absurd, of course. Linda, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. My God. But you want to get into it, everyone? They want to do with it. Peb Metz, hey, it's good to have you here as well. Thank you so much. It's happy and healthy New Year to you. And text packet, Rennie, good to see you. Would like you to remind everyone, get your booster. Lord and Savior, I forgot about that. I forgot that did that. It's been so long. Yes, get your boosters. Get vaccinated. Okay, hold on. If you've been vaccinated, get your booster. If you are not vaccinated, take the appropriate steps to keep yourself and those around you safe. I'm not going to tell you get vaccinated. I will make fun of you for being wrong about, blatantly wrong about vaccines. I will try to help you. I will try to give you accurate information because there's tons of misinformation floating around. And if it's like the really absurd conspiracy stuff, I will try to help. And if you start fighting me on it, then I'll probably be pretty sassy. But yeah, if you're not vaccinated, I'm not going to tell you to get vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Volume. But be safe, people. COVID's not really a joke, is it? A lot of people have died. Anyway, but that's the political stuff. YouTube's going to be like, no algorithm for you anymore. But it's fine. They didn't do it anyway. Not only does it help you, but it helps the people around you. Well said. Love it. Matt, good to see you. Thank you so much. And, yeah. All right, how's our volume? Because I'm going deaf. How do we feel about? Okay, hold on. How's that? Is it too? I'm sorry, because it's very loud for me. But how do we feel about this? Oh, sorry, E5. I didn't even. You got all those things around you. I didn't even see you. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Oh, fantastic. Hey, sorry about that audio. Okay, I have it a little out of my ear now, so I don't go deaf because it's really loud for me. Anyway, yeah, I can do that too. It's a good time. So, the entire stream is going to be me cracking myself up. But anyway, let me. Don't do what? Don't do this. Is this what I'm not supposed to do? Turn it down a smidge. I would love to. Okay. Oh, you guys have no idea. What? Sorry. Okay. I turned down a little bit. Just keep me updated on the audio. Sorry, Aaron. Okay. I will be. I can't make any promises. So, yeah. Stop harshing my mellow, dude. Oh, it is voice mind. It's exactly what it is. I just bought it I just was like, you know what? I need all of it. Bought the full. Don't pay monthly amount. It's the whole thing. See, Kyle, go. Good to have you here as well. Thank you. Had to reboot. blame commentator auditor. That's fair. Shame on you, commentator auditor. You get a button hit for crashing his computer or something. All right, so let's get into this. Now that I've had all of my fun, we're about 10 minutes in, exactly where we want to be. I've already lost my spot because I got distracted by all of you beautiful people. Okay, broken system, broken trust is someone who has come across my radar very, very recently. He is a First Amendment auditor, and he is a sovereign citizen. I mean, hold on. Let me explain. So a lot of First Amendment auditors have some sovcit tendencies, but aren't quite, I wouldn't put them across that threshold. A lot of people put them in the same boat. Understandable, but there is a distinction. The problem for broken system, broken trust is that he actually parrots things are strictly sovereign citizen rhetoric, like the right to travel and drive. He uses kangaroo courts. I think he has alluded to probably fringe on the flag. I don't think he's actually talked about it that I've heard, but he said something that made me think that he would have referenced it if questioned more. Artie's Corporate Fiction, great channel, check him out. Did a very, very fun live stream with him where they sort of addressed some things that Broken System, Broken Trust believes incorrectly. And it was just, oh my God, like mind-blowing how deep in the rabbit hole this guy is digging himself. Like, he's not fully there, but he's like, don't call me a sovereign citizen. I'm not a sovereign citizen. The FBI has classified them as a domestic terrorist group. Oh, don't like that. But I do parrot their rhetoric and ideology. I do believe in their ideology. It's like if I said, I'm not a member of ISIS, but death to all infidels, right? Like, is that better? Let me give you a different one. If I said, I'm not a member of the KKK, but I do get their weekly newsletter and believe it and agree with it, I'm still a racist, right? Like, so I'm not a member of that group because they're domestic terrorists, but I believe everything they say. Like, congratulations, dude. You're an honorary member. Well done. So when I call him a sovereign citizen, it will make him upset, and I just don't care. Because if he didn't want to be one, he would stop being one. Okay? It's sort of like the transfer of power and property of making an argument of a group. Believing that group kind of makes you part of that group. And I personally, my personal opinion, I won't state as fact. Don't take it as fact that he's a sovereign citizen. Take it as fact that he utilizes their arguments. But it is my opinion, I'm stating my opinion, that he is a sovereign citizen. That should protect me legally. Somebody clip it, we got him. Fair. So, anyway, Dark Dino Chris, I'm trying. The problem is work. The problem is work makes it so I can't do this as often as I want. Thank you, Tones. Good to have you here as well. Are you banned, Sergeant E5? From what? Oh, I gotcha. All right, sorry. You know how I get distracted. So that's Broken System, Broken Trust. He sort of started to pop up in sort of the radar. And I went and I checked him out. And I was not impressed. I was not impressed. If I had to describe how I felt, it would be this. That's the best way I think I can describe it. So let's look at his shenanigans, shall we? And I will be pausing a lot because you know how I like to interject and correct things. So bear with me. I'm so sorry. But here we go. Okay. Oh, I've just figured out. Oh. That thing I was complaining about where I double-clicked and couldn't figured it out. It's actually kind of cool. I don't know how to get rid of it. I'd love to get rid of it. Ooh, Artie's Corporate Fiction. And you can quote me on that. Good to have you here as well. But sorry. All right. So this is a video. It's Broken System, Broken Trust. Arrest September 14th, 2021 by Michigan Constitutional Crusader. Now, that name is not accurate. It is definitely not appropriate for what I've seen of this guy. Maybe he's on a crusade, but constitutional? Not a very. It's like the if you know anything about the Crusades, you know about like what is it, the Children's Crusade, where they sent kids to do the Crusades. Like God wouldn't let kids die, so He'll obviously protect them. And guess what happened? They died because children don't fight too good in war compared to grown adults who have been fighting for a while and are bigger, stronger, more tactically adequate. It's craziest thing, just the craziest thing. I don't know what people were thinking. Um, I- anyway, Crusades. Don't get me into that history hole. Gross. Anyway, moving on. I can recover from that. So let's talk about this. This was September 14th, 2021. It would appear, and the description says Broken System was arrested for failure to appear when he was there. What? You say it isn't so. But they refused to let him in because he had a camera. Under Michigan Supreme Court Rule 8.115, he had the right to record the courthouse. Oakland County is one of the most tyrannical counties in Michigan. Sure. Okay, bud. Now we're going to watch this. We're going to see what really happened. And we're going to go over Michigan Court Rule 8.115 to see if that's actually correct. So, moving on. Let's get into it.
Here, and I'll let him tell you who he is if you stop walking away from me.
What's going on?
Tell everybody who you are.
Oh, I'm Broken, Josh. Got a court date today, and we're just trying to exercise some rights, especially.
An auditor with a court date? Who could have seen that coming? What a shock. What a just mind-boggling turn of events. Anyway, we're going to keep going.
Our right to, free press, and also our Fourth Amendment right to be free from searches and seizures.
That's not what the Fourth Amendment is. The Fourth Amendment is to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures. Also, yes, he did say I'm broken, and I'm not going to debate him on that. But yeah, the Fourth Amendment is unreasonable searches and seizures. And a lot of these auditors, I would imagine, intentionally leave that out because it kind of ruins their argument, doesn't it? Aaron, thank you so much. Says, odd that they all claim that their police are the most corrupt. There can only be one most anything. Very good point. Very well put. How is it always the most corrupt? Is it? Are they actually corrupt? Or are you just wrong? It's crazy. Let's keep going.
The search at the front of the building, which is a metal detector.
Let me know if you can hear it, by the way.
To be honest, they're searching for weapons.
Oh, it says masks required?
Oh, I didn't notice that sign.
Masks? In a pandemic? Say it isn't so. What a shock. He also, I don't think, believes in the pandemic. You see that a lot with very anti-government people. They just don't trust anything that comes from the government, which is why a lot of sovereign citizens and flat earthers and what have you roll in the sort of the same circles. Because if the government put it out, can't be trusted. It's very, very slippery slope. It's a whole thing. Let's keep going.
I knew masks are required. I don't have a mask, so maybe they'll just dismiss this court proceeding.
Or maybe, alternatively, they will provide a mask for you because they have them there. Or video audio slow. Got it. All right. Yes, it was. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting real-time updates. Yes, video audio is slow compared to mine. There's little I can do about that at the moment. Unless I take the time. Look, we've never tried this before.
Because they could dismiss it.
I'll move away from the mic. Yeah, problem solved. Hey, maybe. We'll see. Keep me updated on the audio. So, yeah, maybe they will give you a mask, or maybe they will hold you in contempt for not showing up. Spoilers, though. Let's not read into that too much, because that's definitely not going to happen later in the video.
With no controversy. There's no victim. There's nobody here.
Okay, well, already stopping. Excuse me, sorry. The whole no victim, no crime thing is a classic sovereign citizen argument. It comes from, I forget what the Latin term is, unfortunately. It is not correct, by the way. Okay, hold on. The argument is, to have a victim, you have to have an injured party, which is not... not correct. You don't have to have a physical injury. You have to have a victim, sure, but in many cases, the state is the victim, or the county municipality is the victim. It doesn't have to be a physical person. What is the Latin term for that? Corpus delicti. They say there must be corpus delicti because that is an injured party. No, that is the body of a crime. That's literally, you cannot convict someone unless there is evidence that a crime has occurred. So if I went into the police station and said, I've committed a crime, well, they still have to prove that a crime was committed, if I have that doctrine correct. Aaron is the first one to say corpus delicti. I think there's a delay, so by the time I say it and you read it, who knows when all of that means delicious corpse. God, I hope not. Anyway, let's keep going.
That's going to be claiming that,
I'm going to go get my mask just to,
just in case.
Smart
just
man.
in case they want to get stupid.
All right.
See, there's another one. Mask required for entry.
Oh, look,
Crock of crap.
they've clearly posted it. Wow, that thing that they have to do if they're going to have you wear one. It's clearly posted. Why is that a problem? But they'll make a problem out of anything for reasons. Who really knows? But let's keep going.
Look at that. No audio, video recording, photographing, or live streaming. Oh, thank you. In the courthouse without required permission. So I just asked them for permission twice. I've already called. And asked for
Except at a public meeting as allowed by the Open Meeting Act.
Meetings
Wait, what?
House.
Mask required for entry. It's a crock of crap.
Look at that. No audio, video recording, photographing, or live streaming. Oh, thank you. In the courthouse.
Oh my goodness. They also have that clearly displayed. Fantastic. Wow, the court is doing everything correct. Anyway.
Without required permission. So I just asked them for permission twice. I've already called. And
Except
And
at
they
a
didn't
public
agree.
meeting as allowed by the Open Meeting Act.
Meetings Act.
But any court proceeding is public.
You would
A court proceeding is not, it's not a public meeting. Those are two distinct things. It may happen in public. It may not be public. A courtroom isn't even technically public. It's a generally like a non-public forum. Yeah, non-public forum. Courtrooms, non-public forum. So not technically traditional public forum, or even a whatever the other. There are other public forums. Oh, I have to record a thing for someone. Sorry, person I'm supposed to record it for. It's been a busy week, but yeah, that it's we pay the taxes for it. It's our building. That's not. Hold on, let me do that again.
We pay the taxes for it. It's our building. Hooray!
That's how it sounds in my head when I hear that, by the way. If you ever wonder what goes on with the two ping pong balls bouncing around in there, that's the sound they make when they ricochet off each other at just the right angle to create that thought. It's a thing. Anyway.
would think, right?
So, I mean, technically.
Listen, I'm even willing to give them concessions and say, you know what, I don't want to violate anybody else's privacy. I don't want to violate, like if you have an abused wife that's testifying against her abusive husband.
Hey, what's up,
she
Local
doesn't want
6?
to be on camera, so I mean,
It's funny he mentions that, and we'll get to this in a second, but the courtroom law, requirement, rules, whatever, say that you cannot film anyone inside the courthouse without their permission. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Wait for that. We're getting there.
even willing to concede that. So I'm willing to wait until the very last case to be called.
Well, that
So there's-
Supreme Court ruling did say that you can't record other citizens within the courthouse without their permission.
without their permission.
Yeah.
Yup.
The rules always get blurrier and blurrier.
So you could, like,
The rules always get blurrier and blurrier, he said. And what's blurry about that? You can't film them without their permission. That's not confusing. Not confusing, folks. Not at all. Doesn't make sense. Anyway. Okay, I've gotten rid of. I figured out how to get rid of my. I was spending all that time just buying time, trying to figure out how to get rid of that thing I accidentally set up, where it's edit and live. It doesn't matter. I want you to know that I'm struggling here, playing with my new toys. But now we can get back into it, and I can stop being distracted. Multitask.
Like just shove it in your pocket,
Right.
so it's still
Yeah, I'd
audio
be
but not
right.
video.
See, that's still a violation of the rule, which says not only can you not film, you can't audio record. Now, I don't know if Michigan, which is where they are, is a two-party consent state, but I will look it up right now. Let's see what the one-party consent states are. We have Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, Indiana, Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, Kansas, Nebraska, and Ohio. So if you did just put it in your pocket, hit record, you could be violating some privacy laws, maybe like some wiretapping related thing, or public recording, privacy, etc. If Michigan is not a one-party consent state, meaning you need the permission of all people involved in conversation to record it, you can't just put your phone in your pocket and record it. So you stop it. Am I right? I mean, is this confusing to anybody? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be willing to
Until
do
you get called up to court.
I'd be willing to do just an audio only. You know what I mean? So
Heavy breathing. Heavy breathing. I'm not trying to fat shame anyone, but as a soldier, I have discovered that I breathe better and I can engage in physical activity longer and more effectively if I work out, if I train my body, if I exercise and stay fit and healthy. Perhaps Constitutional Crusader can take some advice, some very friendly advice, not fat shaming, not trying to be inappropriate or offensive. Perhaps he can consider, for his own health and for the sake of my ears, go for a jog every once in a while, swim, stationary bike, non-stationary bike. And that way I don't have to hear him pant from walking from the street to a courthouse. Just a thought.
In the courthouse without required permission, huh?
Shocking. Still clearly displayed.
Interesting.
These people. I tell you what. Yeah, zoom. Get him.
Yeah, dispatch, this is Patrol 3-1. We got some suspicious
How's it
bogeys in the
going?
courthouse.
Very exciting stuff. Here,
I'm trapped.
let me make it better.
What are they saying?
Yay! That match, thank you. Beautiful, thank you. It says, too bad he can't be punished for stupidity. I never understood why these people have a hard time following such simple rules of society. I guess he did not get enough attention when he was younger. A fair assumption. I'm no psychologist. But I would struggle to disagree.
Okay, why do you think they have that rule? Do you think it's for privacy?
Yeah, I'm not going to be recorded. Unfortunately, you can't record me. I'm not going to give permission to record you.
We're out.
That's not technically correct because they are outside of the courthouse. I do not believe that she can actually say, or she can actually stop them from recording her while she's out there. It is on courthouse property, but it's not inside the courthouse, which is presumably where those rules that say you need someone's permission to film in the courthouse would actually apply. Can't say for sure, but I do believe she is likely wrong. But her confusion is understandable because if she was inside, she would actually be able to say that and have it enforced. But she doesn't make a big fuss out of it, so it's not super important.
Out in public, ma'am. We're not in the building.
You still have to have my permission. to
Nope,
record it.
sure don't. Not outside in public.
So if they're gonna threaten me with arrest, I'll do whatever they tell me to do.
Jeez, they just don't know the law.
They don't.
Don't they? Well, okay, so for that, in that case, sure, you can make that claim. But we're going to find out that these two, Tweedle, where is he? Tweedledee over there on the left, and Tweedledum, which you can see in the reflection in the center there, also don't know the law. What a shock!
And this is where you would expect them to have the
Josh, I'm sorry to interrupt again. Josh says, why do they only audit the First Amendment? I prefer the 21st Amendment auditing myself. I did a Third Amendment audit once. So Third Amendment is troops can't be quartered in your house without your permission. You can't be ordered to let them stay in your house. So on Joint Base Lewis McChord, in places where I was allowed to film, I got some of my friends to agree to let me confront them about, like, you can't live in my house, right? Third Amendment. And unfortunately, someone got mad at me and called the base enough times that my old unit reached out to me and said, hey, do you mind just putting this video on private? Because we're getting a lot of phone calls. Like the provost marshal's office is kind of unhappy about these phone calls. And would really like it if you didn't. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, no, like absolutely anything for you guys, totally cool. So I still have it. It's just private, and it was very silly and it was really very, very absurd. But yeah, I did do a Third Amendment audit. But yes. Anyway, hold on. Which one was the 21st? Is that? That's not. I think it comes up so rarely. Yes. Okay. It was the repeal of prohibition. That is what I thought it was. Good call. I might celebrate the 21st Amendment myself with a little bit of apple juice. Bear with me, folks. We have fun here. Apple juice. It's thirsty work doing live streams. For all you beautiful people, live, etc. Anyway, let's keep going.
the most understandable.
I'm not causing trouble, Local 6.
Local 6, we're so funny. I'm going to be making fun of their laughs just because I don't like them. Heads up.
I'm just out here exercising.
Right.
It's the only exercising he's doing.
Exercising rights. First Amendment right, Fourth Amendment right. I mean,
Do you mean?
Yeah, they got a towing racket going on for sure.
why?
For every Lindsay asks, can I drink apple juice for every dollar donated? I would die from apple juice poisoning. Apples contain arsenic. I'm just saying, it's not YouTube. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility, although most of that arsenic is in the stem and the seeds, so it can't logic doesn't really hold up. It doesn't. Nope. I would explode from being too fat. First of all, thank you so much. So I dated a police impersonator. For your generous donation, it says, seeing as Jeremy is away on official business, for a while, maybe you could talk about me and give me relevance. I assume this is a parody account, parodying Jennifer Burton, the paramour of Jeremy DeWitt, who has a YouTube channel that she is trying to profit off of, which I don't hold against her. Uh, sure, but her main source of income is in jail. So, what is she supposed to do? Get a job? I don't think so. That's absurd. Look at these guys. These guys. It's mirrored for me. Look at these guys. They don't get a job, and look how well they're doing. He might look. To be fair, he actually does have a job, but in the interest of fairness, he is employed, and I know where he's employed, but I won't tell because that's doxing potentially. But anyway. Thank you for your donation. It's good fun. Anyway.
Why do they throw up so many objections to being recorded? This was supposed to be the place for truth.
I know,
This is
right?
where you're supposed to get to the truth of the matter. Look, and they have.
Yeah. Truth doesn't require a camera, my guy. The reason that camera is generally restricted, by the way. And Rochelle, thank you so much. Love that little pair. Excuse me. The reason that they are, one of the reasons, and this comes from a congressional inquiry into the matter, is that people behave differently in front of cameras. I behave differently in front of a camera. People in general behave differently in front of a camera. And when you are expected to have a fair trial, one that is free from unreasonable interference, one that is constitutional, you can claim a mistrial by saying, the cameras made me act differently. I did not present my best self, and therefore I need a mistrial. We need to do this again, right? In the interest of that kind of thing. And there was a study, and it did show that people did believe, attorneys, the defendants, maybe jurors, not sure about that one, did believe that, yes, they did have an effect, and it was often negative. So in the interest of a fair trial, yes, the judge can be like, just no. Or fair proceedings, etc. A lot of court hearings, procedures, etc., are live streamed, are filmed, are recorded through transcript or audio, etc. And so there are definitely ways around it. Now, can a member of the media go into a public courthouse hearing, whatever, and write things down? Sure, yeah, and they can draw pictures, which is why for like the Maxwell trial with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, we saw pictures but not photographs because the judge is like, no, you can come and you can draw. But you can't photograph, you can't have that lens up, you can't do all of that. And that's generally the reason. Now, as cameras become much, much more prevalent, there are courts that do permit it, but at any time that permission can go away. This court does not permit it. They have signs and everything, just in that general area, saying don't do it. And we'll get to the Michigan rules and procedure thing they're going to reference in a bit. But that's the general reason. That's one of them. That's a big one, in case anyone was wondering. But yeah. Anyway, what did I hold on? Taco Josh, I think it says, as an Eighth Amendment auditor, I do cruel and unusual punishment to auditors. If someone stops me before they are seriously disabled, it's a successful audit. The logic is not. There are certain similarities to some First Amendment auditor logic, for sure. Seacrow Go, thank you, says, I believe that you act like this 100% of the time. Depends on the amount of caffeine in my body. It really does. Let's keep going.
They have a camera that's right up there. They have a camera that's right over there.
And we're pausing already, and they're already at the security camera argument. Let me dispel some thoughts. Blech. When you have a camera as a citizen, who knows what's going to happen with that footage? You might splice it onto the body of a naked person and do obscene things while viewing it. Who knows? You could do anything. Security cameras used for security doesn't usually leave that sort of security box, if that makes sense. And if it does, someone could get fired. There are consequences for sharing security footage without the appropriate requests, etc. So security camera footage and the footage taken by a private citizen, completely different. One is for security and one is for, the more you know. Delightful. Anyway, but there we go.
Exactly. The Supreme Court changed the rules. So inside
Joshua, the First Amendment auditor is called broken system, broken trust. That is the one that we see. The one holding the camera is something constitutional crusader or something, or crusade. I don't remember. Hold on, let me check. I can check that for you, actually. The video is uploaded by Michigan Constitutional Crusader. The person that is being filmed by Michigan Constitutional Crusader is Broken System, Broken Trust. Someone who's relatively new to this whole thing and already very, very bad at it. Oftentimes, auditors get worse over time, which you'd think would be not the case. But as they integrate more fully into the auditing community, they learn all sorts of things that are wrong. Weird that it works that way, but it does. Not every auditor, but certainly this one.
Inside the courthouse, we can't record citizens without their permission.
Correct.
But the government employees are totally available, and anything we can see.
You got it. You figured it out.
And anything that
Yes.
we can see from outside the building, we can record.
That's going incognito.
So that lady that said we couldn't record her, I'm recording her right now through the window. Nothing
Good
they can
job.
do about it. They don't understand.
There's actually is something they can do about it, and they do it, and then they complain about them doing it. We'll get there though. It's window blinds. They window blinds, and then they're like, oh, how dare they? Yeah, that's the solution, my dude. In the comments of this video, people are like, that's unconstitutional. No, it's not. What a stupid thought. Let's go back into the video.
And the laws that they're supposed to be protecting.
And this is the place where they should have.
Oh, Broken System is in Artie's stream right now. Get out, go leave, everyone. Go watch that one. I'll still be here. Go. Okay, don't go to harass. No harassing. But I promise you, it's worth watching. This is still going to be here. We're going to have fun. But Artie's great. If it's anything like last night's stream, it'll blow your mind. As much as I love interacting with you guys in person, I am in no way going to fault you for going and checking that out right now instead of watching this. Zero concern about it. He's just insane. Yeah. Oh, Joshua. Yes. He does hate it when anyone calls him a sovereign citizen. So, gosh, what a shame. First Amendment speech. If you're gonna go defend the First Amendment, you're allowed to be upset. But I don't know what to tell you. Now, to be fair, the First Amendment is about the government stopping you from doing it. But, just things to keep in mind. What channel is Artie's? That would be Artie's Corporate Fiction. You type that in, it should pop up. He's great. He's tons of fun. And hopefully I can join him again for some shenanigans soon. Now that I'm back. I'm back, baby. Artie is, he is an attorney over in, I want to say New Jersey? East Coast, for sure. And he's a lot of fun. He's very, he's good people. And he's very knowledgeable. So, if you're not subscribed to him, give him a shot. Because, beautiful stuff. Him, Keeping It Criminal, who I've certainly interacted with, who shows up on this channel every once in a while. Also, delightful. But just some of the best First Amendment auditor videos, like better than mine, for sure. Mine are too full of information, as we see here. He cuts down the unnecessary stuff, because I just love to throw out information. And he just direct to the point. Excellent. Not too much emotion behind it compared to some. But that's a good thing. Anyway, no, Keeping It Criminal, Artie's Corporate Fiction, delightful channels. I'll advertise them all day. But we got to get back into this.
Have the clearest understanding.
Yeah, should.
I would think. I mean, I might be wrong on
Where
that.
are we at? We
I
are
might be
right
wrong. Shocking.
We're in Nova.
So they're at the
there at the 52nd-1st District Court.
52nd-1st District Court. I think Broken System, Broken Trust has had a bit of experience in this court before. We're currently in the process of requesting those court documents to go through them. Oh boy, this is not the end of our discussion on broken system, broken trust by any means. Oh yeah, my Rennie wants me to discuss my correspondence with Artie. Yeah, so we were trying to schedule an interaction, like a video together, and I sent him a message as like a Civil War soldier, like, "Dearest Artie, I find myself in the front lines of this horrible, horrible battle with, sovereign citizens or whatever, or the Karens or whoever, and like, oh, there's no end in sight." And we just went back and forth like that. It was delightful. It was beautiful. It was good fun. He's great. He's good people. Not as good as you people, maybe, but anyway.
On Grand River in Novi.
Good, thank you. Good. See, I'll turn away from private.
Well, if he wants to tell you what he's going to court for.
I'm putting myself on here for the purpose of making it more difficult to copyright claim me successfully, just so you know. Nothing is really happening in the background.
That's up to him.
You get to watch me drink apple
this is
juice.
for driving with expired license.
Yes, he has an expired license, and because he's a sovereign citizen, in my opinion, he has decided not to get a new one, but still drive, because he wants to challenge what driving and traveling means incorrectly. But yeah, that's why he's at the courthouse, because he broke the law. Shocking.
My license expired, and just don't have any desire to license through the state anymore. That's how they send you bills in the mail. They constantly send you bills in the mail.
No, okay, so not how that works. When you get a license, that's not how they send you bills in the mail. When you have a government ID, or you registered in a government system for the purpose of government stuff like paying taxes, owning a home, having a car, like a bank, I mean, if it's government, no, that's not a great argument. You register an address. Now, that address is on your driver's license, but it would be on any government ID. Well, not any that's probably not true. But like a ID that's not for driving, because you can get those, still have an address on it, I believe, presumably in Michigan. So it's not for the purpose of sending you bills, making you pay things. Although, to be fair, he has had some liens, some judgments, I believe, against him. He has had to pay court costs. So obviously he's getting more bills than the average person in regards to the government, him owing the government money. I assume more than the average. I don't know what the average actually is, but he has had to pay. He has a bit of a criminal history, this man. And I believe I did find a lien against him. So, yeah, not how that works.
And they try to extort money from you.
Not extortion.
So I do have what they call an affidavit of status, and I did prepare
An affidavit. Hold on, affidavit of status. Let's let him.
An affidavit of status, which basically works as an ID.
Right.
It works as an ID.
No, it does not. So an affidavit of status, unless he has some new, different affidavit of status, is either going to be a status of citizenship or a status of marriage. So let's say you're coming to the United States and you need to have documentation that you are a citizen of Morocco. That is what that might be used for. Or if you're like, why coming to the United States and I'm single? That's what that would be used for. It's not an ID. Unless there's a document I'm not aware of. That's not an ID. That's just a statement that you've signed that says something. Not legal identification to my knowledge in any way. I could be mistaken. But I tried to Google this earlier. Couldn't find anything. Don't know what he's talking about, but, sovereign citizen. So, of course, there's going to be some weirdness.
So this is who I am, and I don't need your permission. So,
Oh, see, Cargo, I do believe that he spanked Broken System, Broken Trust. If it's anything like yesterday, oh my God. Wow.
I brought the affidavit of status with me. It's notarized. And
I saw that. I'm sorry. There's so many beautiful things to talk about. Joshua is saying that according to Broken System, shall means optional. He had this whole thing like shall, will, and may. And he was wrong about that, was proven wrong. Already cited Michigan law and like the definitions for the Michigan statutes. And Broken Systems is like, well, that's not Black's Law. Who do I trust? Probably the definitions for the laws that you're being charged with, my guy. This isn't confusing. Is it? If it is confusing, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like... I'm not trying to make any of you feel bad. But I don't think it's confusing. Oh, boy. Oh, Toxigenic asks, and this isn't related to this video, but I do want to talk about it. Since Keeping a Criminal is right there. Keeping a Criminal had a video on News Now Omaha. Floyd Wallace Jr. is his name. That's public information, so I will put it out there. He got tased in Florida for stuff that justified a tasing. I'll tell you that. Check out Keeping a Criminal's video on it, though, because it's beautiful. And I don't want to ruin the surprise for any of you. I guess I already did. But spoilers. And so the guy that was stalking the fire department carrying a rifle case, that was News Now Omaha. And he's had that coming for a while. Auditor Investigations, thank you so much, says, he does have a colorful past, doesn't he? I'm still finding stuff. Yeah, and he's really bad at making any of it private. And it's too late now because I have it all. Well, the stuff that I want to have now. So, sucks to suck. Got all sorts of fun stuff on him. Just you wait.
So we're here.
Audio's not great. Sorry about that because there's a lot of traffic in the background. So, not my fault. Maybe a little bit my fault.
A government gun.
Oh, is Broken System here? Oh, yeah, you are here. Okay. Well, maybe you can learn something today.
That's what we're here for. Is force the threat of a government gun.
Force of the threat of a government gun. Yeah, the gun doesn't come into play unless you present the possibility of lethal force. Government gun. Government force, I'd accept that. Because if you don't show up, you get arrested. That doesn't mean a gun comes into play. Just thought they bring that up a lot. It's a whole thing.
If I don't do what they tell me to do, they send people to do violent things to me.
It's only violent if you make it violent. In fact, later when he does get arrested, spoilers again. I just can't keep my mouth shut with these spoilers. It isn't violent. He's actually very passive about it, which is a good move. There's no violence. It's not violence unless you make them be violent. Oh, it's the craziest thing. Let's keep going.
And I don't like
Thank you, see Carl go. Thank you. Don't worry.
just giving the bully my lunch money.
What's
So-
up, Spooky? Hello, Blake.
You know, I could go pull all the Supreme Court decisions too about
Michigan Supreme Court recently changed.
Broken System, Broken Trust has left a comment, and let me read it.
For you. Anything that derives its power from the coercive threat of violence is not legitimate.
I thought he might want me to put that out there. Let me get back to the video.
Changed the rules on recording in a courthouse.
they did.
I believe it became active January 1st, I think.
No, it did not. Let me look that up and see when it... I mean, not that I'm going to fault anyone for not knowing the exact date it became active. It was amended through October 27th, 2021, looks like. So, maybe it did become active, but the amendment... Let's say amended January 8th, 2020, effective May 1st, 2020, it would appear. And that's been amended as recently as October 27th. So, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there it is right there. We'll get there.
I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, the Michigan Supreme Court even ruled that you are allowed to have your cameras.
No, they didn't. That did not happen. That is a bold-faced lie.
You are
Mr.
allowed
Bloody
to
Wolf.
record in lobbies. I think they just said no live streaming. So I don't understand.
Wrong again. What a foolish statement.
Why? What is the difference between taking a video and live streaming? They're the same thing.
Let me explain that. I actually can't explain that. Let me get into that real quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not. Sorry. Texts from people in the stream. All right, what's the difference between a live stream and a video recording? Well, see, a live stream's happening live. This thing right now, unless you're watching after the fact, it's happening live. So if someone knew where my house was, which I think one person in this, maybe two people in this stream do know, they could call the police and have me swatted. Hard to, while I'm streaming. Hard to do that if it's just a video uploaded 3 days later, right? Similarly in a courthouse, if you're live streaming from the courthouse, you know what the location is. You know what the courthouse is. So if you're like, oh gosh, I want to disrupt that hearing right now while it's being live streamed, well, now you know when it is, where it is, who it is, what it is, while it's happening. But a video after the fact, if you show up at that courthouse 3 days after this hearing, you're not going to really accomplish much in the way of disrupting it, are you? Logic, basic logic. That's just things that popped into my head just now. And it checks out. And I'm sure there are other reasons and other explanations. But gosh, doesn't that make sense, huh? Yeah, Josh, why don't you tell me? And I only use your first name right now because you said it in this video. Why don't you tell us about that record? I already have it. But if you want to beat me to it, I'm listening. For those of you who may have just joined or haven't been following, or maybe were watching Artie do some spanking. Sassy wench, Artie. Broken Sister, Broken Trust, the guy we're talking about, happened to come into my stream. It's the craziest thing. I didn't tell him this was happening. Huh. It's the weirdest thing. Anyone? No? You want to tell us about it? So Broken System, Broken Trust says incorrect. An attorney says all courts are headed to YouTube. Name the attorney. What attorney? Who is it? How do they know? Can they prove it? You reference attorneys a lot, don't you? But you never give a name. Or you actually referenced Artie incorrectly out of context, and he didn't appreciate that. You speaking for him. That's so weird because we've actually communicated in a comment section where I applied your logic to a situation, and you told me you didn't appreciate me putting words into your mouth. Well, there's a double standard here. Well, yeah, boo this man. Boo him. Oh, double standards, my God. So, anyway, this just became fun. And so he says he violated that rule time and time again without punishment. Okay. Has the statute of limitations expired? Awfully bold. Sure hope no one calls that courthouse and says, hey, if I found out, and don't anyone do this, if I found out that someone recorded a hearing in violation of the court rules, would that be contempt? Could they be held responsible for that after the fact? Someone screenshot that for me, please, before he deletes it. You can do it again tomorrow. Oh, gosh, I hope nobody lets them know. Unless, of course, he got permission, just pretending he didn't. That's something that happens a lot. But, So, okay, he did get Paulette Michelle Lofton. So she's the expert that knows everything, huh? Let's look this up. This is my favorite part. Paulette Michelle Lofton. Well, you spelled it wrong, first of all. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Yeah. Well, she is an attorney. But last I checked, she's not an attorney for every court. She looks good. I'll be honest. She looks good. She's probably very knowledgeable. But, yeah, last I checked, she's not, I don't think she's an attorney everywhere in the United States. That's so weird. And is every court going to be YouTube? Maybe we'll never know. Maybe we will. No. But anyway.
Well, I think that the difference is with the live streaming, someone that is
Oh, Red Hottie asked, how can I lose subs after going on national TV? I didn't. I gained quite a few. Don't know where that would come from. Someone's been lying to you, Red.
looking to harm someone that has to be here at court.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think they're looking to harm anyone. But if you break the rules, the law, bench warrants are a thing. The more you know.
Would be able to see that live, that they're here, and
Right.
then
But if somebody's
act accordingly.
right, but if somebody's wishing to do,
Oh, Broken System says, bring me up if you ain't scared. You are brought up. You're being brought up right now. Stop commenting if you're not scared. See, it doesn't really work, does it? I don't have to do what you tell me. Because this stream isn't about us. It's about this particular arrest. Sucks to be you, I guess. Oh, you don't get as much attention as you want. I'm giving you attention because I'm enjoying it. I think you'd be pretty upset if you got the amount of attention from me that you want. But we can make that happen at some point. Don't worry. With your permission, since you've requested it. Not today. I've got plans today. But wait. Oh, it took them 20 minutes to figure out if they should arrest you or not? Were they the bad guys for making sure they were doing their job properly? Let me do this better. Hold on.
Oh no! Police made sure the warrant was correct. And then it was. And I got arrested.
I think that answers that question, and I believe he was found guilty in court, but I'm ahead of myself. Let's keep going.
do harm on somebody, they could still.
A whole show about you, and I'm not trying to give you... No, you showed up, so I'm responding to you in chat. But this isn't a debate. We're watching a video, dude, right? If you're watching the Titanic, and what is it, James Cameron? Is he the director? He's in the audience. You're not going to be like, hey, James Cameron, let's stop watching this movie and talk about your submarine use. I don't like the color of the submarine. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to watch the movie. And maybe you slip notes to each other back and forth. But that's not what this is about, my guy. This isn't a public debate between us. This is me explaining what you did wrong on September 14th, 2021. But, okay, moving on.
Stand out here and record.
Absolutely.
Right?
I'm Rose, and you're Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, I think that's a compliment. Oh, stop it, you. What a beautiful man Leonardo DiCaprio is during that. I'd have his babies. Nah, medically it wouldn't work. Never mind. It's not true. I guess not.
Right, so it really doesn't, so logically, I don't follow the logic because,
Shocking that he fails to follow the logic, but that's okay.
like I said, logically, somebody could still stand out here, do the exact same thing.
Oh, are you recording inside the courtroom? Huh. That's so weird. Unless, of course, they close the blinds, which they do, and then you guys complain about. It kills me. Love it.
And then, so what are they going to do? Get people to stop recording in public? That's not going to happen. The live streaming cameras are here. The technology isn't going away.
That's right.
So, we'll get this going. We'll figure this out. I'm here at 11, like I said.
But you're not in the courtroom, Broken System. And I'll just direct it directly to you because you're here in my chat. You're not in the courthouse. You're not in the courtroom. And it doesn't matter how many times you say, and you will say it, if they're going to threaten me with arrest, I'll go in. No, they don't have to do that. You're supposed to be there. They don't have to play your games. Sorry, bud. You lost. Spoilers.
So they're not going to let you in with your camera?
Well, it doesn't appear that way, so...
Perhaps it's because there are rules preventing it. What?
I don't have a First Amendment right, and I don't have a Fourth Amendment.
No, you actually don't have the First Amendment right to bring a camera into a courtroom because a camera is not required for actual press. Again, we talked about this earlier. You can write, you can draw, you can do all sorts of things. Camera is not the only tool of the press, and because it can negatively affect the people involved in a trial hearing and court procedures, because they might behave differently, negatively, in a manner that does not show them as their best self. And because of that, they can claim a mistrial because they did not get the proper application of justice. Yeah, sometimes cameras are not allowed. You want to report on a story? Take notes. Sorry. Or maybe get a license instead of breaking the law and driving without one. If you didn't break the law, you wouldn't have been here for this.
Right, apparently. So, unless, like I said, if they threaten me with violence, I'll do whatever they tell me to do. I'll jump up and down.
Yes, Daniel, I've done.
I don't know, Broken System. Did you get permission to do that? No. Yes. One of the two. Because, hey, guess what? You guys got 8-113. 8.113? Which, or 5. 115. Rule 8.115 wrong. You had it up, according to you, and you still misread it. I don't know how you did it, but, yeah. You don't rule the courtroom. You're not the emperor of the judicial system. Crazy, I know.
Done all three.
I know you don't follow those rules, Broken System, which is why you had to go to court, which is why you were arrested, which is why you lost your case and spent a little bit of time in jail, which is now on your record. What? Oh my goodness, actions have consequences. Why didn't anybody tell me? I had no idea. It's the craziest thing.
Hello. Pretty good. How are you, man? Beehive is buzzing.
My condolences, notably Nova.
The beehive is buzzing. They don't like me already.
Boring.
That guy here is saying
Thank you, Kathy.
Let's skip ahead.
Not a problem, brother. Not a problem, brother.
You're yelling about something, I don't know. You openly talk about everything on your record. Great, then there should be no problems. Neat. But hey, guess what? Probably have less of a record if you follow the rules, huh? Huh. Everyone else gets that. I don't know what the confusion is with you. Broken System, Broken Trust says I'm revealing nothing new. Great. Does everyone in my chat know what I'm talking about? Probably not. It doesn't have to be new. But I am going to talk about it at some point. Maybe not today. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Nah, rules are just arbitrary, says Broken System, Broken Trust. Well, that's not true. Might be the source of your problem. The more you know. Red Hottie says that this sucks. You can leave. But in the meantime, I will enjoy your presence because I know that you are here supporting me. Thank you. Broken System, Broken Trust is complaining about people coming here to watch a video about him. Do you also complain about people coming to your channel to watch videos about you? I don't really know the context of that. I don't know. I'm having a great time having him here, but I am getting distracted. We're gonna go back to the video. Play nice. Play nice. Let me just. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, I'll read that. Hold on. Let me read that one. Aaron says, your monologue towards people like BSBT sounds an awful lot like a movie villain monologue, and I am here for it. Oh, we want movie villain, do we? Okay.
Broken System, Broken Trust. You fool! You have angered the YouTube...
The YouTube what?
content creators who look for auditors that are being stupid. You foolish, foolish man. Don't worry. We will make sure that all of your errors are brought to light.
Anyway, I love this thing. It's so much fun.
Oh, look, they're closing all the blinds. They're closing the blinds.
Correct response.
Are they going to arrest me?
Look at him still trying. Just look at, I'll go in, but are they going to arrest me? Shockingly, they are. So he's saying, like, what I'm saying is...
Look at that, they're closing all the blinds.
If they're going to arrest me if I don't show up, I'll stop filming. Hey, how about you don't film, and then you don't have to worry about it? It's the craziest thing.
Blinds. This lady's walking through and closing them all. Isn't that funny?
Oh, Sergeant E5, he was a Marine. And I say was because he doesn't deserve to be considered still a Marine. I know, once you're a Marine, always a Marine. But I have this theory based on some facts that he might not have ended his term as a Marine honorably, his service. I don't know if that's true. I have some information that points in that direction. I don't know if it accurately points, but it's something we are looking into. So, yeah, he was a Marine. He was, oh gosh, what was it? You were electrical engineer in the Marine Corps in the late 90s, weren't you? I don't want to give too much information away. But, yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it. Let's keep going. I'm not gonna. I already made the joke. I'm not gonna do it again. It would be mean.
She's closing all.
You know what, Sergeant E5? Let's talk offline. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yes. James K. Thank you. Says no, Mr. Bond. I expected to die. Blue finger. Oh, you guys.
Lines. Isn't that shameful?
Why would that be shameful, though? They're allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're out there filming in. Shoop. That is an appropriate response. It makes sense. Would you rather them tell you to stop? Would you rather... What? What? If someone's on the street filming into your house, do you not shut your blinds? Do you expect them to let them... You keep... What do you want? What do you want? Doesn't make sense, does it? Boggles my mind. Anyway, let's go forward. He's still talking, he's still talking, he's still talking. Bunch of ambulances. Nope, that's a fire truck. That is... Hold on, let me go back. That's a fire truck, or I think an ambulance. Doesn't matter. Anyway.
Hey, Josh. Michigan Court Rule 8-115.
Michigan Court Rule what?
8-115.
Yes, tell us about that.
Allows recording in the courthouse.
Nope.
You can record in the courthouse?
That's
Nope.
what it says.
Oh, man.
Local 6 just looked it up.
Sure doesn't
Well, we have a
say
problem,
that.
then. We have a
But
problem.
like I said, you can't.
Oh, the video is The System is Broke, where you talk about your military service, broken system, broken record, broken trust. Sorry. Oh, a little Freudian slip there. Cool. Can't wait to get it from an official source, though. Looking forward to that. I don't trust you. You get information wrong constantly. But maybe once I have the official stuff, I'll compare. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Stephen Alley, thank you. Dumping gallons of Kool-Aid off the roof is the correct response. Yes. That's going to end up somewhere. I just know it. That clip there. Oh, I'm having the most fun. It's the Stream Deck. It makes everything better. Just, yay. Yay. Anyway. I can't read those comments, folks. I can't. But I have read it and laughed at them.
Can't record the citizens
Anyway.
in there, only the employees.
Well, then I will gladly kill this, and I'll gladly do it.
Broken System, Broken Trust says, hey, my analytics page says views on my videos are going up. Yeah, that's not an indicator of being correct, my guy. That's some very fun, irrelevant information you've presented. But yes, generally over time, when you continue to put out content with more videos for people to view, the view count goes up. I don't understand what you're getting at. But yeah. Okay.
An audio recording. Here, let me go in there and let them know that. Would you mind just having the camera here in case they decide to try to do anything?
Okay, well, he's forcing my hand, ladies and gentlemen. He says, so if 8.115 is correct, how come I recorded in 5 courthouses this past year without getting arrested for violating the rule? Did they know that you did it? Do they magically know that you have an audio recorder? I don't know, my dude. But I do know you were wrong about it. Let's go over it. Let's do it. All right, Michigan Court Rule 8.115. We have it right there. Once that, get out of there, face. There we go. All right, as amended through October 27, 2021. All right, we got definitions, and part 3. My God, look at that. Look at that. The evidence, the smoking garden.
Dispatch, this is Patrol 3-1. We have the evidence. We have the evidence of the crime right here. It's present and accounted for. I got eyes on. No sign of violation of 4th Amendment or 1st Amendment. Nope. Dispatch all available units. We're going hands-on. We're rolling out that crime scene tape. Good copy.
We have fun. Angry Drunk Bumblebees, good to see you. Thank you so much. Says, I'd rather order a drone strike on said person than close my blinds. I mean, if it's an option, worth consider. I'm not saying it is the right option. Maybe worth considering. Maybe. All right, let's read the rule. It says photography and audio or video recording or live streaming. My bad. You can read it yourself if you want to confirm what I'm saying, or I can just pull it up right here. Except for requests for film or electronic media coverage of court proceedings as permitted under AO number 1989-1, which means if you've appropriately requested to do, requested, and I believe have approved. I don't really know. Doesn't matter. They're not referencing AO 1989-1. They're referencing Rule 8.115. So that's what we're reading. The following restrictions apply to photography, audio recording, video recording, broadcasting, or live streaming in a courthouse. That applies. What? Let's keep going. In a courtroom, no one may use a portable electronic device to take photographs or for audio or video recording, broadcasting, or live streaming unless that use is specifically allowed by the judge presiding over the courtroom. So the judge says it's okay, but there are signs all over that courthouse that say don't do it. This is a don't do it until we let you. This isn't a you can do it until we tell you to stop. This is you cannot do it until we tell you that you can. Now, for the record, and the definition of portable electronic device, let's see what that is. Definitions. Portable electronic device is a mobile device, meaning you can hold it. That could be a camera on a shoulder, capable of electronically storing, accessing, or transmitting information. The term encompasses, among other things, a transportable computer of any size, including a tablet, a notebook, and a laptop, a smartphone, a cell phone, or other wireless phone, a camera, what? And other audio or video recording devices, a personal digital assistant, also known as a PDA. That's a little joke for you. Other devices that provide internet access, and any similar item. What? My God. So inside a courtroom, not the courthouse, but in a courtroom, you can't do it without permission. You can't have a camera. You can't have an audio recording device. You can't do any of that stuff. But what about in the courthouse outside of the courtroom? Well, I got that for you guys too.
Surprised you missed it. It's pretty gosh darn clear. Let me read it. Outside a courtroom, in areas of a courthouse other than courtrooms, no one, that's no one, includes you. You are, that it applies to you because you are not exempt from no one. That would, if you were, it would be someone, which you are, but it's not someone, it's no one. Glad we cleared that up. No one may photograph, record, broadcast, or live stream an individual without the individual's prior express consent, which is what I referred to earlier with the woman outside who was not correct. But if she had been inside, she would have been correct. So you can't do it. If you're inside and someone says, you can't film me, can't film them. Now, if you wanted to like take a picture of a poster on the wall, sure. Like a court equivalent of poster 7, by all means. But you can't just be live streaming and filming people. And that includes audio recording them. And Michigan is a 2-party consent state, if I remember correctly, which means that if people don't know you're recording them, that's a crime. That's a bingo. Ooh, look at this criminal over here getting laws wrong. It's not a law because... Oh, excuse me, hold on. I can do this better because I forgot I had this.
I haven't been caught, so it's not illegal.
So every time I go 2 miles over the speed limit, because I've never been pulled over for doing 2 miles over the speed limit, does that mean I'm not speeding? That's not what that means. Wow. It's kind of like, it makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It's kind of like, it's really obvious. I'm just saying. Anyway, I wouldn't be this absurd, but he's here and I'm loving it. Anyway, so let's see about, there's local orders. How interesting. Of course I knew. Local orders. By local administrative order, a court may adopt further reasonable limits on photography and audio or video recording or broadcasting in a courthouse that are not inconsistent with this rule. My God. Who would have suspected that? Me. Because I paid attention. Something that perhaps you should start doing. Get the practice in, because you're not impressive. Honestly, let's be real here. So, violations of this rule. Oh gosh, there are violations of this rule. If these rules are violated, the presiding judge may confiscate the device for the remainder of the day, or order that the phone be turned off and put away. Violations of this rule. What? There's a punishment? Yes. Violations of this rule are punishable by appropriate sanctions, up to and including contempt of court. A crime, an arrestable crime, as he found out, as determined in the discretion of the court. That means the court gets to decide. Now, broken system, I know you misunderstand. You don't understand how like may, will, shall works, but let me tell you, not confusing. This pretty simple. Now, see Carl Go, thank you so much. Says, so I have a constitutional right to drive as fast as I want because I drive a Jaguar. Yes. No. No. Angry Drunk Bumblebees, thank you so much, says, but doesn't that only refer to Naval Admiralty devices? Yes, your phone actually has to have a fringe on it for that to apply. It has to have a gold fringe, otherwise the rules don't apply to it, obviously. How about devices on your personal vessel? You got me there. You've beaten the system. Well done. Well done. You did it. You figured it out. Hey, you and me, let's start a cult. We're going to start a cult. It's going to be super duper racist. FBI is going to classify it as a domestic terrorist group. We're not going to care. We're going to be making money, you and me, junk bumblebees. And then people like Broken System are going to parrot our information, but say, hey, I only get the newsletter and believe everything in it. That doesn't make me a member. If the KKK is sending me a weekly newsletter and I believe everything in it, I'm probably a part of the KKK. I'm not saying he is. But the arguments that he uses were created by a white supremacist. Gosh. And that upsets him. So maybe don't use their arguments because they're wrong. Great. Okay. I gotta keep going. Oh, I didn't what? Judy, what is he saying? What is he saying? I'm having the time of my life. So is Artie right and you wrong, or are you right and Artie is wrong? Gosh, I don't know what the context of that question is. Don't know what to tell you, my guy. Anyway, those are just arbitrary rules that change all the time. Cool. So when they change, that's the new rule. What's the confusion? Whatever the update, you had it open. You had it open. Your parent, allegedly, you said, or one of you said, that you had it right there. You were reading it. So it doesn't matter if you're like, oh, well, I remember it from 2 years ago, which actually, I don't think it was I don't know if it was a thing 2 years ago, because it said 2020, I think was the earliest date that it was amended. I don't know. But you had the most recent one open. You still got it wrong. No excuse, my dude. It doesn't matter if it changes often. I'm not saying it does change often. I'm saying it doesn't matter if it does. Because you had the most recent one, and you were wrong. What? Oh my God. Unbelievable. Let's keep going. Oh, it's good to be back doing live streams. Anyway, so that's that. Let's keep going into this. Okay, great. Fine. Have fun.
Yeah.
There he goes. Archangel for Truth is here. Another sovereign citizen. Oh, it's so exciting. Let me just, yeah, Archangel for Truth, also really bad at getting things right. Good to have you here. Maybe you can learn something. You haven't yet, but that's not for lack of trying. Let's keep going.
You just said it's posted on the sign out there.
I don't know, broken system. Should you be in jail for violating on these rules? Because they put you in jail for this one. Oh, sweetie. Would you like me to report it for you? Or would you like to turn yourself in? Or do I just leave it alone because I don't care about you that much? Weird. Now, you're obviously not going to learn from this because I've been sassing you real hard. That's on me. You're not going to learn from someone who's sassing you real hard. But everyone else can hopefully use this as an example of why you are incorrect. So if you ever try anything like this around them, they can be like, hey, I watched this video. I actually fact-checked something that you do not do. Otherwise, you would not believe any of this sovereign citizen nonsense. They fact-checked it. It was accurate, or maybe it wasn't. Call me out if it's not. That's fine. And gosh, wouldn't you know it? You are wrong. If anyone ever interacts with you, and I find out that I helped them put you back, I don't want to say in your place, because that has some, that's weird. But if it helped you not bamboozle them with your lies, that's a win. That's a win for all of us. That's a victory for humanity. God bless us, everyone. But anyway.
It's posted on the sign. It says, well, then you've got an unlawful sign. You need to take it down now.
Exactly.
Is it unlawful? It actually isn't, but good try.
Then that's what that means. It doesn't mean, oh, look at my sign. We made a sign.
Oh, can I put you in your place? Calling me a big boy? Buy me dinner first, dude. I like apple juice. And I'm out of apple juice. So. I like the Scottish apple juice. That peat flavor. Oh, I almost put it in the view of the camera. It's rare apple juice. I wouldn't want you guys buying up all my supply. That's why. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Anyway. I'm buying up all the property. That's right. I live there now in his mind. Enjoy. That sign was there before their rules changed? Prove it. Prove that the rules changed. Prove that the sign was there before the rules. You made a lot of claims. Hey, remember last night? I haven't seen the stream this today, but last night we were like, judges are corrupt because they are paid to
put people in jail. They benefit from it. And then you couldn't actually cite any information. You came up with one judge who was doing the wrong thing and was found out, and it was confirmed that was not what was supposed to happen, almost as if you were incorrect. And that's not something that every judge is incentivized to do. And it's something that one judge had done to try to beat the system for their own benefit. God. But then you like back down real hard when you were called out for it because you knew that you couldn't provide anything, and you're so used to being in your echo chamber and everyone agreeing with you and saying the same things that you think because you only associate with people that parrot your nonsense. For example, white supremacists. That's what your information comes from, by the way. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists, racists, and domestic terrorists. But hey, you're not one of those. You just believe all of it and hang out with them. That's fine. Well, maybe you don't hang out with them. I don't know. But I presume that you interact with them. Doesn't matter. No. Yeah, of course. Like, what do I know, though? What do I know? I'm not the domestic terrorist. No. I didn't say, in my own words, the rules changed. Okay, so you think they changed dramatically, drastically. It could have been a correction of grammar. Show me it wasn't. I'll look out for your comment. I'll have my moderator look for it too, and she can text it to me. And then we can review it. And if you can prove it, fantastic. But I'm not going to believe anything from you without evidence. Because I've seen how you work. I've seen your nonsense. I've reviewed a lot of claims you've made over the years. Not impressed. Archangel for Truth says, broken system, broken trust, has more courage to stand on his rights than you ever will. Yeah, he sure is trampling his own rights. That's right. Too bad he doesn't know what those rights are. What a shame. You know, maybe if he found them, he'd be able to stand on them. Kind of a weird thing to do. Don't know why you'd stand on rights. I'd stand up for rights? Sure. But he doesn't know what they are. Good job. How's that white supremacy working out for you, though? I'm not saying you're a white supremacist. The information you're using comes from white supremacists. I just assume that maybe in those pamphlets there's a little bit about, like, hate the Jews, white people are the best. I don't read them much. You tell me. You let me know. Has the FBI knocked on your door yet? Or probably not yet. Not yet. We'll get there. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Doesn't matter. Blue Bacon would be the beta. He knows what the alpha is. You understand that alphas and betas aren't a real thing, right? The whole wolf thing? Oh, another error you've made. The alpha wolf isn't a real thing. The alpha wolf technically is the breeding wolf, not the leader. Weird thing. I do just fine, thank you. Look at this beard. Delightful. Seattle loves it. That and flannel. Yeah, but the alpha wolf thing is actually incorrect. It was an incorrect study. It's been proven to be incorrect. And now you're citing it. Oh, he thinks he could spoon me. Oh, broken system wants to spoon me. That's okay. Buy me dinner first. Then we can talk. Try to keep up. We already went over this. Let's keep watching this video, though.
Here's
I don't
your
see
sign.
an MCL on that sign.
I don't see one either.
What don't you see?
Here's
I don't
your
see
sign.
an MCL on that.
I don't see an MCL. I mean, he doesn't see an actual statute. He doesn't have to have a statute. A lot of auditors like, it doesn't have a statute. It doesn't have to. Why would it have to? Show me why it would have to. Oh, I gotta read this one. Archangel for Truth says he has both constitutional rights and enumerated rights. Yes, everyone has rights. He just doesn't know what they are. Same for you. And that I don't know what an alpha is, he's saying. Is that what you said? You are nowhere near an alpha. Yeah, so alpha is an imaginary concept. I don't know what to tell you. But okay. I like who I am. Do you?
Sign.
I don't see one either. And I told
Is
him.
Flannel Daddy's in Seattle? I did not know that. I have not met up with him. Maybe someday.
We just looked up the law, and the law states that I'm perfectly well within my right and it's legal to do what I'm doing.
Oh, so you did look up the law. And now this was September 14th. The last time that this was amended was October 27th. Now, what was the amendment? Right? What do you look up? Let's see. May 2020. Let's do a little bit of Googling. And maybe it could be Michigan Rule 8.115 2020. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Disclaimer. Oh, it's part of the remote jury pilot. Yep, I'm familiar with that. So this would have been, and let me skip, and that guy right there. It's a discussion. So let's see. And now we're reading it. Bum. Oh, this is about remote jury stuff. That's not what I want. New rule will allow the public to bring cell phones to court, but does it allow them to record with them? Oh, look. Look at this. Beginning May 1st, 2020, the public will be allowed to bring cell phones and other personal electronic devices, such as a tablet or laptop, into courthouses and courtrooms. Users will be able to retrieve or store information, access the internet, send and receive text messages silently, and reproduce court documents as long as it leaves no mark and does not unreasonably interfere, by the way, with the operation of the clerk's office. Well, gosh. Well, oh, that's so weird. That doesn't say you can record. Oh. Well, isn't that silly? Oh, page doesn't exist. Weird. Oh, well, if you can prove it, by all means. How long? I don't know. You live in Michigan. How long have those signs been there? Because they were there when you were there. Does that make sense? You knew. You had the rule. It was there. You identified it. You read it on camera. There's nothing there in your brain. I'm confident. Wow. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
So why are they so? I'm just wondering why.
So the signs have been there a long time, says Broken Sister, Broken Trust. So why? What? So they've been there for a while. So it's been a rule for a while. And you know, because you've been to that court a lot. So it's been a rule for a long time. And you're still confused about it. You want to explain that one? Do ya? Work it out first. Think about it. Type it out. Read it. Make sure it makes sense. Because, and then you can comment it. Okay.
They're so afraid of accountability. That's what I want to know. What are they doing in here that they are so afraid of accountability? It's making them look bad.
Good question.
I think it's making them look bad.
I bet you have that
I can tell
opinion.
you what they do. They add charges so that they can plea you down to the original charge.
Right.
So they can keep a high conviction rate.
So they called that, at least where I was, charge stacking. There are other terms for it. It's basically a person has committed a bunch of crimes. You don't really want to charge. You can charge them with a bunch of crimes, but you don't really want to charge them with a bunch of crimes because that's a lot of time, money, effort. But you want to get the big ones. So if they commit a felony and then a bunch of misdemeanors, the prosecutor might be like, I only really want to get them for the felony because that's the important one. It would be too much time, too much energy, too much money to prosecute for all of it. So what we'll do is we will still keep all of it and then offer a plea deal where we only go after the felony. They plead guilty to the felony. We remove all the misdemeanors. The thing is, the misdemeanors are still there. They were still committed. The elements were still met. It's not that they just make up charges that don't apply. It's you committed a string of things. All of them can be used to charge you. You can be charged with all of them. But they don't expect you to. So they will offer a very good plea deal to save themselves some time. They could charge you with all of them, but if they're like, well, we got 5 murderers coming in this week, we want to devote time to that, I guess the jaywalking is a lot less important than the aggravated assault. But we'll put both of them on there for the plea deal so that they can plead out and we can deal with the murderers. None of that should be confusing, but if it is, let me know. I will explain it further.
And so they can get as much money as possible. They like to generate revenue for the state.
Sure they do.
So, and did you hear me say that, like, if they're going to threaten me with arrest or issue a bench warrant, I will do whatever they want me to do.
They don't have to play your games, though.
Rap God, what's up? Yeah, they do not like accountability.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Back there.
Oh, I do love this part. Ooh, the music just got a little fancy. All right, that's enough of that. Oh, stop it. Oh, I know. All right.
Oh, darn, the sign says I can't go back there.
It sure does, bud.
Well, shucks. I can stand right here, though.
You are not wrong. By all means. Sure. Keeping it criminal. Keeping it criminal says, reminds me of how I get to hug my kids without a court order. Yeah, it's pretty nice, huh? Oh, good time. Broken System. No, this show is about me talking about you. Don't get this confused. You have your own YouTube channel. Do what you want. Have a good time. I mean, stay. Because I'm loving this. But let's calm down. I am having too much fun, Aaron. It's true. This thing is beautiful. Sorry. Oh, Archangel for Truth says, now that's funny, Blue Balls. You have to cue your own audience to laugh. This is applause. Yay! He was wrong. Boo that man. Cue them to laugh. They're laughing just fine without me. That's called applause. You might be unfamiliar with it, because I don't know that you've ever done anything in your life worthy of it. But it's not too late, and I don't know you well enough to confirm that as a fact. It is an assumption, if you will. Steven. Excuse me. I did get some new toys. And we move forward.
Free. Okay, so. Yep.
Oh, they got a little fake press badge.
Oh.
You can get. Okay, listen. Look at this. Oh wait. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes.
8.115.
Yes. Wait. Oh, David, the show is about this guy called Broken System, Broken Trust, who is in the chat right now, and how he gets the law wrong. It is delightful. Assumption is too big a word for some of the people. There. Wait.
See, here's my press pass.
Okay, so you get this off. You can. They sell these badges on Amazon. You can't really see it. It's fine. You don't actually need a press badge to be press in a traditional public forum. That badge is useless for anything that a press badge would actually get you, which is access to an area that is off limits to the public. There's no reason to actually have that. Zero. Now, if you applied to get into an event as a member of the press, you could get a press badge that identified you as a member of the person or the organization or the news media outlet that had applied. That's the purpose of a press badge. Or some places issue their very own. The White House, I believe, issues specific press badges. Not everywhere does. But this is just stupid. It's meaningless. It's hilarious, honestly, but adorable.
Well, let me zoom that out a little bit so you can see it
Do
better.
it. Let's see it. Yep. I am certain that I've seen those on Amazon. Certain. Fantastic. Well done. Just beautiful. Oh, my God. Wow. You know what this calls for? Yeah. What a stupid thing you're doing. Come on, son. Anyway, let's keep going.
There's my press pass.
Broken system, broken trust. Why don't you tell us what it's like to be insignificant? Why don't you tell us? As the residing expert, I'd love to know. Should I not wait? I'll keep going. I'll take your time. I don't actually know where my press. I made one for the protests just to shut the protesters up. Because you need one. I was like, no, you actually don't. Like, yes, you do. We know how the law works. Like, you definitely don't. Not at the protests I was at. It's around here somewhere in one of my pockets of something. Not within reach. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Time for more apple juice. You know what? Because I'm having so much fun with this, I agree. More apple juice. Folks, we're going to... My mouse tried to run away. We're going to be doing more... Excuse me. I'm just having so much fun. We're going to be doing more streams, I think. For sure. This thing, this little stream deck, game changer. The comment section has confirmed that these are $10, these press passes on Amazon. Broken system, I'm bringing you up right now. We're talking about you. What do you want? We've been over this a few times. Silly Billy. Now, Aaron, that's true. But I have to be a good role model for the children. Sam, I'm talking about you. I hope you still watch. If you do, good to have you here. Always a pleasure. I'm sorry you had to see me like this. That 10% of my power. Now, oh boy, if you guys only knew. You put me in a uniform in a room full of baby-faced privates. Oh, it's not pretty. Ooh, Artie. Ooh. Oh, I think you'll appreciate this. We're having a good old time here. Broken system, if you restream this, I'll just copyright claim it. Good luck. Unless, of course, it's transitive in nature. At which point, not much I can do. Because you beat me. You figured out the system. Transitive in nature, or transformative in nature, like I'm doing right here. Having a good time. We'll see.
That's all right, original.
Bum, bum,
Oh.
bum.
How'd you get through there with your guns?
What?
Metal detector? Yep. You did? How'd you get through there with your guns?
Oh, this is fun.
How'd you
Just wait.
get through there with your guns?
How do you go through a metal detector with guns? Last I checked, a metal detector has a thing you can walk through. So if they have guns, perhaps they are law enforcement, detectives, police, people with badges, credentials that they can show to security and say, hey, you know us. We're drinking buddies. I don't know. We are legitimate law enforcement. We called ahead. Can we come in with, because we're on duty, can we come in with our weapons? To which the response presumably is, yeah, because you followed the rules. Because courthouses have rules that are supposed to be followed. Something that Broken System apparently is unfamiliar with, despite spending a lot of time in courthouses. So weird. An RD raid. Yay! Hi, everyone. Ooh woo.
Hey, technically, that Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, are you drinking apple juice with me or what? Let's go with the program. Come on, son. It's rum barrel aged apple juice. It's tasty.
They can't have cameras in there either.
Oh man. Oh, they're gonna have to take these cameras down. They're gonna have to take that one down. They're gonna have to take that one down.
I mean, if they want to be technical.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if they're gonna make the rules, they might want to follow them.
Yeah, see, no, the rules state that they can decide what cameras are present, not that no cameras can be present. We went over this. It's pretty basic stuff. Kind of applies to most courthouses and places. Cool.
Rules too, but we all know we make the rules. Might makes
Ooh,
right.
us, everyone.
We got the guns. We got the resources. We got the manpower. We got the weapons. You don't do what we say, or else.
So yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, people get elected to office, laws are created, and then enforced. But you went over this yesterday in Artie's stream. Glad that you now know, because you didn't at this point, September 14th. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't anybody look at Winston's comment and use that phone number. Don't anybody do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't want anybody to redress their.
Hey, what's up, eyes?
Skipping ahead.
Let them come in there without having to be searched.
Oh,
Mind
wait,
people
this is
wanted
important.
to call and be respectful and say, why don't you honor that man's rights to free press and that man's Fourth Amendment right, and just let them come in there without having to be searched.
Okay, so we've already been over the whole First Amendment thing. By the way, what is the case I'm looking for? Rock versus Ward Against Racism. Read it, First Amendment auditors, since you love to not read that one that is specifically applicable to your situation. First Amendment can be restricted under certain conditions. It has been ruled in court cases, courthouses often meet those restriction requirements. Wow. Now, where was I was saying something before something stupid came across my chat. You know who you are. Maybe you don't. You probably don't. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, First Amendment can be restricted. The prohibition of cameras does not prevent you from actually reporting news or documenting it. You know how to write, right? Give it a shot sometime. Draw some sketches, some courtroom sketches. Do you think people do that just for fun? No. No, there's a reason for that. We've been over that already in this stream, though. Now, the Fourth Amendment is against unreasonable searches and seizures. You can't even get the Fourth Amendment right. It's not that long. And you expect to convince me that you read 8.115 correctly? Ha 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 ha. No. No, my guy. Absolutely not. Carlos, thank you. Carlos says, my girlfriend says you are very handsome. As I am quite jealous, I will now unsubscribe and boycott you. Ya Harlow. Well, I think. Is she single? Your girlfriend single though?
Yes, I'm very single. Oh, you're so attractive, Blueberry.
Hey, look, I appreciate it, but you got a boyfriend.
No, you're great. He's a delightful and lovely person, but nothing can...
Hey, okay, let's... See, now I feel bad, Carlos. Your girl, man. We're going to have a talk. I'm not trying to steal her away. I appreciate the nice things she just said to me. It definitely wasn't me using a voice changer, but I'm afraid I would feel bad because I like to think, and I try to be a decent human being, which may be why she's attracted to me. Oh, I have so much fun. Archangel for Truth says, so yeah, when a rule of law is not applied equally, that's called a violation of the 14th Amendment. Is it? Do you know what you're talking about? What's not applied equally? What does that mean? Well, you don't know. We've had conversations about this. But it's funny. It's funny. Ryan Oak, thank you, says, this is probably with giving... Oh, the problem with giving participation trophies. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of... I get it. I understand it. I'm not going to stop you, but I don't give participation trophies. or any trophies. It's fine. Broken system, broken trust, restringing this. Oh no. We'll see. Anyway. Let's keep watching.
If somebody wanted to make a respectful phone call,
Right?
I would be all for that. But you know, this is your live stream, so you can tell your audience what you want them to do. If anybody's watching me and you want to call to know my court, hello, how we doing? See you next time. Go. See you later.
No, those came from me. I bought a 10-pack of them.
Let's go.
I'm all for somebody calling. There we go. Wherever he wants to.
Sure.
You know,
Because I'm here.
yeah, exactly. He can conduct the court wherever he wants to.
That's right. You're here at the courthouse like you're supposed
Hey, how
to
we
be.
doing?
Yeah, but you're not inside the courthouse at the courtroom where you're supposed to be. Well done.
I'm great.
Oh, Reverend Jason Reed. Thank you. Fair.
We'll see the attorneys in all their nice fancy suits and their fancy cars and all that stuff. They're making plenty of money off this racket that they.
So, yeah, attorneys make a lot of money because people like you keep breaking the law. If you stop breaking the law, probably wouldn't make that much money. Well, there's still civil stuff. You know. But yeah, it's a pretty lucrative thing. Maybe if you got an education, you'd be able to make a lot of money too and drive nice cars and have fancy clothes. Like this suit, for example. I do pretty well for myself because I educate myself, and I've been educated, and I seek out education, and I surround myself with people who aren't generally considered idiots, although not all of them. Give and take. Anyway, just a thought.
They got going on. I'm not saying you don't have.
Wow, so that attorney just came outside,
Kick.
and then he walked back in and walked right through that metal detector, and I saw the red lights go off.
Uh-oh.
But he just kept right on going.
Do you think that maybe the security guard was like, hey, I know that guy. I watched him exit and turn around without interacting with anybody or anything. So we are not concerned about what may have been teleported into his pocket. Do you think that maybe that's it's logic, people. Logic. Makes sense, does it not? Makes sense. Artie, you left a super. What are you talking about? Did I skip it? As I'm applying my logic. A word this man perhaps does not know. I gotta. Oh! Oh, Artie. Oh no. I'm gonna read it. I don't want to read it. Thank you, Artie.
Oh, well, notices rules of the court.
I'm not happy that I read that. But here we are.
The deputy waved him through.
Some people have rights and some people don't.
No, they watched him walk out and back in. And it made sense not to cause a fuss. Obviously. What? Oh, Judy, you got this. Thank you. Says, thank you so much for having this dim-witted content so we can laugh at it and play with them like a cat with a mouse. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not playing at all. I'm very serious. Very serious. I'm so serious. I am the most serious person. So serious. The seriousest.
Serious. So gosh, just yeah.
Anyway. Oh, look, he's trying to get attention. So cute. When they're, the toddlers are tugging out your pant legs. Oh, broken system. Oh.
Notice me, Senpai.
Oh, calm your shorts, dude. Shh. Don't call me that in public. Buy me dinner first. I got a Stream Deck. It's the best. It's so good. It's perhaps magic? Almost. Sure feels that way. Tom, thank you. Says, Logic and this nitwit have never met. I'd love to refute that, but I got nothing. I'm not saying it can't be refuted, but I got nothing, unfortunately. Can I do Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra? I probably could, but I won't because we got to keep going. Oh,
Yeah.
I've been doing this. I've just gone on too long.
I'm of the opinion that
what software am I using? I'm just using OBS Streamlabs and integrate. Well, I'm using the Stream Deck as the microphone input, sort of. So it plays as computer, as desktop audio. So I can hear myself talk, and there's a little delay. It's really weird. There might be a better setup, but this is just what I had working on, or working. So I can hear it. I can balance audio, hopefully, a little better. But yeah, I basically have it. I use the Stream Deck software with Voice Labs, and then I input it as its own desktop audio by having it play the audio back. That makes sense. But it can, I believe, integrate directly into OBS with other things. There's so many things I haven't tried out yet. So many plans. I bought myself some smart outlets so I can activate lights and do all sorts of fun stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Voice Labs, yes. So Voice Labs, you can do a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, or just buy it outright for like $40. It goes on sale every once in a while. It's on sale right now, and it is a treat to have. Very fun. Yeah, it has a bunch of options. So I can do
Demon voices?
I can pretend to be a girl.
There's baby.
There's this guy. Haven't broken him out yet. Wow! What a whopper!
Of course, if I'm trapped in a cave, where am I? Who put me here? And this guy. Oh, and
Of course, how can you not have some radio chatter? Yeah, I got a 319 on the freeway.
beautiful. All sorts of good stuff. Anyway, distraction. It was a nice little break. Let's keep going. Blue bacon for Warlock.
public servants should have
Public
less rights.
servants.
I mean, he could have come out here and somebody could have passed him a bomb.
The only one out there is you, my dude. Are you passing off bombs? It's a bold choice. It's a bold confession to make. But to be fair, well, it wasn't Broken System saying this, but Broken System last night just freak fracking confessed on behalf of his wife. She's like, yeah, she doesn't have a license, but she still drives. Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, throw her under the bus a little harder, why don't you? But yeah. Anyway. It's a good time. Jake. I'm not going to read it, but I appreciate it.
Hammer
Right?
gun.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He went back in there with
Exactly. You know, and they've got unlawful signs we've already brought to their attention. Should we let them know we'll be back in a week or two to make sure they take down their unlawful signs?
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I might do it, just
It
on my
did,
own,
did it?
but-
I'm
Yeah.
sure that
Oh, it didn't.
there's people doing that right now.
So the beehive is buzzing right now.
Oh,
They're
Scriptcat
like, oh
here?
my God, how
Hey, Scriptcat, I'm going to get the audio to you tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I got hemmed up with work, something fierce. But I'm back. I got a microphone. If you still need it, let me know. Or don't. I'm going to get it to you. You need it or not, because I feel bad. But wow, has December been, and beginning of January, been nuts. Oh, but it's good to be back. It's so good to be back. Ugh.
we have to threaten this guy with violence, otherwise he's not going to do what we say. How do we?
Or you could do what they say and not be threatened in any way. They ain't threatening you with violence. They threaten you with arrest. Or they haven't yet, but they will. And then they will arrest you. Doesn't have to be violent, though.
Threaten the violence. Oh, if he comes in this lobby, then they can threaten me with the violence, and there's no record of it.
That's
what
not how
it
that
is.
works.
It could be.
So, but look at it. There's room in this world for, for skilled attorneys that deserve to be paid a decent amount of money, but not over nonviolent victims. And I'm going to introduce my opinion. So,
Broken, why do you think anyone would come over there and give you a like from this stream? Well, some of them might. I know, whatever truth nonsense, whoever his face is, probably would. But I feel like most of the rest of us wouldn't. But okay. Oh. Yes. Yes. Hold on. Yes. Sorry, text. Yeah, how it is. Yes. Do it. All systems go. Approved. I don't have a button that would fit that.
Roger, Rennie, request, that's a go. You are cleared, for that engagement. Over.
Anyway, that'll work. That'll work for now.
So if your audience hears my opinion, this has no reflection on you whatsoever, but I'm of the opinion there's officers,
Opinion.
there's cops, and there's pigs. Officers...
I'm going to skip this because it's stupid. Officers are people that agree with him. No. Yeah. Cops are people who don't, and pigs are people that he thinks are wrong, but probably aren't. It's a whole thing. I want to skip ahead to his actual arrest. I might have gotten that wrong. I might have paraphrased incorrectly. It doesn't really matter. Not much that come out of their mouths are really worth listening to. In this video, anyway.
And that lady's trying to hide behind the pillar.
What? You mean that people don't like being filmed? Which is one of the reasons why cameras aren't allowed in courtrooms? Because it changes how people interact and behave? Congratulations, you solved the problem. You've solved for X is what you've done. You figured it out. I mean, you don't realize it. But you're literally documenting the fact that people are uncomfortable being filmed. So why would it be allowed in a courtroom where people might be uncomfortable and it might affect the outcome of their case? Not confusing. Broken System says this is a show about an insignificant guy. Weird to call yourself insignificant. But okay. Well done. Good job.
Because she doesn't want to be on camera.
I think he's a little upset with me, honestly.
And he's arguing with them right now.
Excuse me.
He's spewing law and they're spewing policy.
Is he spewing? He's spewing something. Is he spewing law? Because we've identified the fact that he got 8.115 incorrect. And we don't know what they're saying because, gosh, he can't record inside there. Not without their permission. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a shame. With the poor little thing. Oh. And is it policy can be enforced by law? You do realize that, right? Like the building's policy, 8.115 being a policy that's enforceable, right? We're all aware of that, which shouldn't be confusing. Oh, weird. Tom, thank you so much. Says he spews more manure than Jeremy DeHalfwit. I don't know if I can confirm that because Jeremy, wow, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Let's just...
We're on this bill. We're here.
Oh, here we go.
For my arrest.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, we can take my stuff here.
it's happening. They're going to arrest him.
I'm sorry.
There's my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna resist you. I'm just handing my stuff over to this gentleman.
Yeah, we just got called out here. I guess they said they just issued a warrant for you.
Well, they issued a warrant for it. Well, I told them that they didn't have to issue a warrant. If they were going to issue a warrant, I'd go in there and I'd stop recording and I'd do whatever they told me to do.
But they don't have to play your games. They don't. I know, it's crazy.
Were you in there?
I'm gonna stay right here so you can see my
Oh,
face.
well, I went in there to tell them that.
I mean, earlier today.
Well, yeah, I've been in there a couple times.
Okay.
And then they say that we're not allowed
And they
to
kick
record
you
in
out
there.
'cause you were filming.
This says no recording, but we just looked up the law. You know what the
And you
law
misread
says?
it.
The law says we can record in there.
Nope.
8-115. Michigan Supreme Court
If
ruling.
you're gonna arrest me,
Wrong.
I'm warning you now that if you arrest me, you violate my rights. You no
Nope.
longer have qualified immunity, and I can sue everybody in their personal capacity for
You
violating
could sue, doesn't mean you'd win.
my rights. So if you want to violate my rights, I'm not going to resist you. You can take me wherever you want to take me. I'm not going to
they
resist
will.
you, but if you do that, you are in your personal capacity liable. You don't have
Are
qualified
they?
immunity.
You sure?
So I would
Hey,
caution you.
This is the guy that thinks he doesn't have to have a driver's license to drive. You think he's getting this right? I know. Anyway.
Before they arrest you, type in the phone number you want me to call.
Oh, here.
Now you can record with permission.
And then there is a habeas corpus.
He didn't get the permission approved, to my knowledge. I know.
If you wouldn't mind letting everybody know, a habeas corpus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Archangel for Truth. Are you in charge of this, or am I? Stop being a grandstanding prick, he says. I'm going to grandstand more. But you might not get many opportunities to, because you're so often wrong. And this comes from, I can confirm this from interactions with him in my comment section. You're wrong quite a bit. So maybe you don't get to grandstand very often. But I do, because I run this channel. Is he missing an upper tooth? Well, it sure looks that way, but we're not going to hold it against him. But yes, if we were spooning, as he confirmed he wanted to spoon with me earlier, I would have him in the front, because I don't want to look at that. Let's be real. Let's be real. I don't dare grandstand more. Watch me get more ridiculous. I keep it down here so that you don't get overwhelmed with this. But let me tell you folks, it can get so much worse. I can go nuts. Don't tempt me. No, I'm not gonna. That takes, I can't maintain that for too long. It's absurd. It'd scare you all away. You double dog Jeremy. I will! Hey, the adults are talking. Good to see you. I know you've been here for a while, but... We dare me, huh?
Get me out of jail like within a couple hours.
Okay.
If you could maybe find one and bring one out, It's just a blank form, I don't have my wallet. If you can maybe find, letting everybody know, a habeas corpus, it'll give me
Habeas corpus, if I remember correctly, and Artie can confirm this if he's still here, is basically, if you're like, oh, habeas corpus, like they don't have the justification or jurisdiction or whatever to detain me, they can't detain me, and so if you file for habeas corpus, you basically challenge the detention, I think. But guess what? He was convicted, so it didn't really work out so well. Oh, Archangel, is your blood pressure going up because someone's being correct and you can't stand it? Yeah. Sorry, bud. I'm not gonna actually. You know what? No, I'm not gonna apologize for being correct.
me out of jail like within a couple hours.
Yeah. So Jake says habeas corpus just means they have to prove the right to be holding you. I was in the ball field. I was. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
If you could maybe find one and bring one out, It's just a blank form, I don't have my wallet. And my vehicle's back there. So, and I'm just like...
Archangel left. We drink. Good call. Apple juice. We're drinking apple juice. Charlie, good. Always an excellent... Charlie is saying it's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Love it. It's a classic. We're being a little brutal. I'm not usually this aggressive about this stuff, but this Stream Deck, it's doing terrible things to me.
I'm on camera.
It's a new year, new me. Yeah.
If they were going to issue the bench warrant, that I would come in there.
What brand in Europe apple juice? It rhymes with sewers. It's an 8-day apple juice, aged in a rum barrel. You got a super chat. Hold on. Wait. Aaron, what was your super chat? Wait for it. I'm gonna find it. Am I gonna find it? What did you say? What was your super chat? Aaron. Where did the comment go? I've lost it. No. What was it? Aaron, what did you say? Secret Go, thank you, says, yes, it's the stream deck. Yeah, it's not me, it's the stream deck. I won't take accountability for my actions. That's absurd. Aaron, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna read it. Broken System, Broken Trust says it's way better on his channel. Go and confirm. I don't care. We're having a grand old time. I missed yours too, Sarah. No. Wait. Write it down. Write it down. I'll read it. And thank you both. It's funny, Philosopher King Gaming. I've actually called him out for his caps lock before. Oh, wait. There was a Senpai one I missed. I remember seeing it. I was going to get to it, and I didn't. It was after Artie's, but now it's gone. Oh, Artie wanted me to say, sorry, I missed some of this because I'm just having the time of my life over here.
Mayday, mayday, we got a crackhead lifting the side of the bus.
How's that? Is that what we want? Keeping it criminal. Oh boy. 20. I don't have. Wait. I missed. How am I missing? Oh, I had top chat. No, but it should have. What is happening here? Oh no! Help! I don't have it anymore. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No. What did you all say? We're pausing this to get the truth. It would be your butt being lifted, I'd say, says Farlap. Sarah. Fair. Aaron, where are you? Wait, hold on. Okay. Last Lonnie's I'll ever share. Was that your comment, Mega Addicts? I'm sorry. You know I care about you. I'm sorry. No. Get mad and break the plate. Don't ruin the surprise. What are you crazy? Rennie, can you keep an eye out? Wait. You sent it in what chat? I care about you. That's why we're delaying this. What did you just send me? Hold on. Aaron said, in the content I see, dinner isn't coming to play when Senpai is involved. Oh, you saucy wench. Yes. And then McAddicts, you had one as well that I believe I missed. Rennie, help. Tell me what it was. Anyway, in the meantime, we're gonna keep going and read this. I'm just checking. All right, cool. We're going to keep going. All right.
Do whatever they told me to do.
Yeah, the information we just got here, so the information that I received from the court is...
You want to see the video?
I guess they just issued it.
Sea shanties.
You want to see the video so you know...
What sea shanties do we want?
I told them that they were going to issue that bench warrant. I
Give me a name. Maybe I know it. I probably know it.
How do you say that? Istovic?
They're checking their stuff. They're doing their job. They're doing great. They're making sure that this warrant, let me zoom in full screen, making sure this warrant is accurate and correct and makes sense, because they're like, well, if he was here, let's check that, right? Good. Very kind. Not required. They have a warrant. They can serve that warrant. And if they serve that warrant, that's kind of on the judge, not them. Fun fact. That apple juice is hitting me. Anyway, Wellerman. All right, we'll get there.
Go in there and tell that judge. I told them I would be perfectly willing
What
to,
would we do with the drunken
they can
bacon?
They can do whatever they want to me.
What would we do with the drunken bacon? No, that doesn't work at all. Not at all.
If they're going to threaten me with something violent, which you're not putting your hands on me unless,
Well, this isn't violent. That's not.
It's not?
It's just it's a failure to appear before.
Which is what he did.
But I'm here. You can see with your own eyes that I am here.
I understand.
Well, gosh, but you weren't in the courtroom, the place you needed to be.
We're okay. We're
You
gonna
need to weigh your
understand.
decisions very carefully because you're now...
Country
if
roads
I
with
tell you
Artie,
that
yes.
You are violating my rights and you do so, you
Artie, you and me, let's do it.
are now personally
We're
liable.
trying to
and
figure
you
it
do
out. We're not
have qualified
violating
immunity.
anybody's rights right now. Okay, we're just trying
That
to
is
figure it
correct.
out. We'll let you know what's
And
gonna
you do
happen. Okay.
and you do take an oath to defend the Constitution, correct?
Ugh. Yeah, but they probably understand it better than you do, my guy. It's just the craziest thing.
Because I'll go in there and do whatever they want me to do. I already told them that. So
I don't doubt that.
You seem very nice.
What was that?
I know.
You seem very nice.
That?
I already told them that. So
I don't doubt that.
You seem
Okay,
very
it's
nice.
part of the video. It's part of the
We
video.
just called here, when we're called somewhere, we gotta come out. And we gotta figure out the situation.
Right, but
and
listen,
get it going, okay?
yeah, I know, and the people that say that all the
Argue,
time.
argue,
they call
argue,
that
argue.
out, but they really don't. You can use discretion.
No, we have to come out every single call.
Artie, if we do Country Roads Duet, I'll take the upper harmony. Don't worry.
We get
You record it, send it to me, I'll harmonize. And do the backing track. Yeah.
called for animals in the roadway, we still have to go.
Well, I've called police departments and they didn't do anything.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what other police departments you call, but notify, we always respond to every call that we get, so.
And do you think I'm a peaceful guy?
I mean,
Doesn't really matter. You broke the law. Peaceful's not an element of this crime. Ha!
you're cooperating as far as with us right now,
Right.
so.
I'd be willing to cooperate with whatever they want me to cooperate with. They just try to hide. They hide
this way.
behind the fact that they want to do violent things to me.
They don't, though.
Well, that's why we're
They
here,
want
we're
you to
trying
play
figure
by
this
the
out,
rules.
okay?
Well, you can't do. I mean, I'm not going to resist you, but you have to do something violent to me to get me to do what they want me to do.
We'll figure it out, okay? We'll let you know. what's
So
going
the
on.
judge is kind of in a catch-22, isn't he? Either does a violent thing to me, or
I mean, nobody's doing anything violent right now, so.
Right now.
There's no such thing as
right now I'm a
violence
peaceful guy. I
in
mean
the
no harm.
situation.
I mean no harm to you. And I would do what I'm doing right now to stand up.
Some
for
of you in the
people's
comments.
rights as much as I would mine.
I appreciate that. That's okay,
Arisen, you're right. They aren't hard rules to follow. Amazing, right?
Stand up for your rights. You can stand up for everybody's rights. There's nothing.
Aaron, see, I saw it this time. Thank you. Says, Country Roads, the song that calls out West Virginia by name, but uses landmarks from the western part. of Virginia, not of West Virginia. West Virginia. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a taste, and I suspect this definitely won't make you all talk about it more. That would be wrong. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. There you go. Be better if I was not full of apple juice. Maybe. West Virginia. West Virginia. Oh, now I have to. It's genius. I hear her voice in country roads. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia. Yay! Mountain. I see the problem is I want to do it with an accent, with a southern accent. It's gets in the way of the Kermit. It's West Virginia, you know. Anyway, I'm having such a good time.
Listen, they put you in a tough spot.
No, they really didn't. They issued a warrant.
Violate this man's rights, or
Not the Kermit voice.
I'm not gonna get
Frog emojis.
fired or lose my job. That's not right to you either.
Well, that's why we're figuring it out before
Which is great. Why would you complain about
we take
that?
any further steps, okay?
Yeah, but that's not right to you. That's not right to you. You should be like, is this lawful?
Sorry,
You should be
Bear.
questioning the judge and say, is this lawful what I'm doing?
Oh no. Oh,
You got a cell
no.
phone on you, right?
We'll understand.
West
You got a cell phone on you,
Not
right?
on me right now, no.
I was gonna say, look up
Mountain Mama.
8.115.
Mountain Mama.
I mean, you would think a judge would know the law.
Michigan Supreme
For
Court
sure better
ruling.
than me, probably.
You would think. You would think. But they're in a
Women, man,
because you have all
It's basically them just talking and him being like, but this, and her being like, cool, bro. Anyway. Oh, I mean, we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. We can't watch all of this, but it's about to go down. Oh, here we go.
And then from there, you can either come back and see the judge for a little bit, or we can do a video arraignment, which is another station.
A video arraignment?
Which is just a arraignment.
Well, why doesn't he end it? I'll go in there right now and not record.
Yeah, it's too late. There was a schedule. You missed it because you wanted to play stupid. The judge does not have to rearrange every other person's scheduled time because you want it to be dumb. Not how that works, bud. James K. Piano Man is Kermit. Deal.
Well, that's not my call. I'm not the judge.
I told him that earlier.
I do take donations with song requests.
On video.
I know. I'm just going off of what I have right here.
Okay.
Okay? So, go ahead and turn it.
Okay, here we go.
And he's
All right.
arrested.
That's how responsible Amber's look capacity. I hope you know that. I hope you know that right now you're personally liable for what you're doing.
He was convicted for this, by the way. I think he was charged under contempt for not showing up, and he was convicted. Yeah, he didn't win a lawsuit. Womp 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 womp
So,
womp.
officer, you think he'll probably go to court? And
Oh, that's I need a sound effect of sad trombone noises. Ah! Next time.
get re-released still today?
I'm not quite sure. I guess it'd be up to the judge.
Oh, gross broken system. Let's not make this weirdly sexual. I get it. Maybe you got a thing for me, right? Maybe is that why you're having trouble with your lady? Because you're acknowledging a tendency, an attraction to a gender that perhaps you were lying about your entire life. There's nothing wrong with that. But I understand there are issues between you and her right now. And I'm wondering, based on your sexual comments directed at me, if perhaps that might be the issue. I'm not, listen, in all seriousness, I'm not calling you out. I'm not trying to be offensive. This is not an insult. I am genuinely curious. Because if that's the case, I'm an ally. And as long as you are respectful towards me, I will put forth some effort to try to help you through this. Or at least I will direct you to people in your area that can. But regardless of your feelings, your emotions, your attractions, directing sexual contents at people without their consent is still considered socially unacceptable. And I understand that you don't really mesh well with society. But the rest of us who are in society maybe don't appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying maybe consider that. right? Because if you do this to someone who really cares and is upset about that, it might end poorly, especially in person. If you find yourself in the wrong place, in a bar, hit on the wrong man, and it goes poorly, I want you to remember this conversation. I warned you, but was willing to help. Okay. I'm here for you.
Go ahead and put your palms together.
All right. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm
Okay,
not
I'll double lock and make sure that let me try to.
Joshua, thank you. Joshua says, but BSBT said he would win his court case. Don't tell me he lied. Well, he certainly wasn't correct. That's for sure. Marenchins, good to see you. Thank you. It is nice, isn't it? That's what happens when the National Guard doesn't meet in person for a month. And it looks like it may happen again. But I'm going to keep it trimmed. I could get it longer. Like it's longer than I like it, honestly, right now. I have to trim it somewhat. See, Carl Go, thank you, says, he plays for your team. We don't want him. I'm not really sure what that team is, honestly. I know what my team is. I don't know what you think my team is. There's some confusion about that. I'm sorry. Let me keep going.
Here on you, okay?
I'm not a baby.
All right. Do you have anything
I'm
in your
not a
pockets
baby.
at all?
Stop acting like one.
Weapons, knives, needles, nothing like that?
I don't carry any weapons. I'm not a violent person. I mean,
Not a
I am
violent
Marine,
person.
Say that, you know.
Also not a very intelligent one. I mean, sorry.
Marines are considered violent weapons, but- Okay.
Patty, I can neither confirm nor deny. Anyway, that's it. That's the arrest of
there
him
you
being
have it.
stupid. And look at this. Look who it is. It's Van Balen. I love Van Balen. He's great. He was one of the first channels I ever watched when I started sort of looking into sovereign citizens. Delightful. Absolutely. We've interacted a few times, and it's always nice to hear from him. And I want him to know, if he ever finds out, he probably wouldn't go all the way to the end of this part of the stream. He was an inspiration and continues to be. Delightful. Love it. But yeah, that is that's the stuff right there. Let me shut this down real quick. Bam! And that's it. What are your questions? Questions, concerns, comments, feelings of inadequacy, as my old physics teacher liked to say. Well, I check to make sure nobody's sending me things. Cool. Hi, everyone. Oh, we wanted... well, first of all, let me make some comments like that about broken system, broken trust. He doesn't like the system. Part of the problem is he doesn't understand the system. He actively attempts to misunderstand the system. He goes out of his way to be stupid. And I don't like to insult people, but he brought this upon himself, right? I don't usually insult people unless they start it, unless they engage at that level. And he engages at that level. He pretends he's a good person in his personal life. A lot of other people seem to think, no, he's not. And his interactions with them are indicative of that. Here's the problem. Oh, he doesn't like being called a sovereign citizen because they're classified as domestic terrorists by the FBI. Hey, stop using their nonsense. Stop believing their nonsense. And I'll use the example again. If neo-Nazis were delivering me literature and I was citing that literature as fact, that makes me a neo-Nazi, whether or not I am a card-carrying member. Check this out, right? Stop supporting this nonsense. Stop promoting this nonsense. Stop believing this nonsense. He does, oh, well, this attorney said this. Well, this attorney said that. I've checked those things. While we were watching that stream, he was like, well, the attorney said that it would go to YouTube. Not actually correct. Well, it's not incorrect. Out of context, where the full context was not there. He's miscited already. He claims a lot of things that he doesn't expect people to ask him to prove. We saw this in his stream last night with Artie. Don't know what happened this night. night because I was streaming. How dare you, Artie? How dare you take people? God damn it, Artie! How fucking dare you take people away from me? You beautiful son of a bitch. Love you, ooh. Anyway, people wanted to, I had to work myself up to the plate smash. You see the thing go flying across my face? Anyway, I'm not actually that mad about him. It's just a fun little bit I do. I don't actually break things when I'm angry. That's not. If you know people who do, talk to someone about that. That's not normal. It is abnormal. But people wanted it. I did it. I haven't broken anything in a while for the stream. Ow, wow, gee, oh, jeez. My mouse got unplugged. Probably got cut by the flying shrapnel of that plate. Wow, I threw that thing hard. I don't know if you've seen this piggy bank up here. Very breakable. Future stream. Anyway. Do I have some? I do. There's a little bit of a plate.
Our Lord and Savior, Taser Daddy.
Oh my God, it's the best Good times. You like that? You like that? Yeah, it's good times. Thank you, Morentions. So I don't really engage with insults at all. When I'm insulted by someone, I typically sit back and judge the creativity. I give credit to creativity. Poor teacup. Oh, it's a plate. It was a plate. There's part of the teacup still back there, honestly. You know, it's so I don't generally insult until someone else starts it, and I go, "Oh, that's how we're playing? All right, cool. I'm pretty good at this. I'm a little clever sometimes, just sometimes." But fair. But just comply.
Just comply.
That's you, bro. Anyway. I'm mad as hell and not going to take it. I'm not, though. I just think that... Oh, jeez. Oh, it's just getting blown up over here. Oh, what? Sorry, excuse me. What? Oh, I'm in the middle of the stream, right? She's sending me pictures of her dog. Delightful, though. I can't really be mad about it. Anyway, go for it, Morentions, if you have that link. Oh, God, I've broken things all over my feet, or by my feet. Juan, do it. Why not? I owe you a shanty, though. I do. Oh, it's a long stream. I love it. You wanted Wellerman. That's true. I haven't butt dialed anyone while streaming.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up, her bow dipped down. Oh, blow, my bully boys, blow. Hooah! Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Huh! Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
It's better when I'm not full of apple juice. I'll just say that. There you go. Problem is there's a delay, so I was like, I can't. Am I slowing down? And it's a fun. Yeah, I almost read it correctly. But anyway. I've seen that. The Kitty Man sea shanty? Yes.
Way hey and up she's rising. What shall we do with a...
was going to make a joke, but. What shall we do with an embezzler? What shall we do with an embezzler? What shall we do with an embezzler early in the morning? Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Now there's a reason I bring that up. I'm not going to tell you why. He knows. What shall we do with a felonious level of drugs in our pocket? What shall we do with a felonious level of drugs in our pocket? What shall we do with a felonious amount of drugs in our pocket early in the morning? Was it early in the morning? I actually don't know what the time you were caught with that was. What shall we do? Not assault an officer. What shall we do? Not assault an officer. It's what you shouldn't. You shouldn't assault a police officer. Who knows why I'm bringing that up? Who knows? Gosh, I sure don't. Not me. Huh. Who would do that? What shall we do when we have no license? What shall we do when we have no license? What shall we do when we have no license? Stay off of the road. Things that you could learn from Broken System. Just a thought. We have fun here. I did go there. What do you do with a soft-sit failure yelling in a courtroom? Way, hey, and... Well, it fits because Admiralty law. What do you do when there's fringe on the flag? What do you do when there's fringe on the flag? What do you do when there's fringe on the flag? Call it a kangaroo court. I'm back, baby. We'll see how long it lasts till I go get shipped off to another part of the state. Tasered in the morning. Oh, we can make something out of this. Hey, Broken System, why don't you travel to a library and actually learn how law works? Why don't you do that for us? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises. Hey, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the longboat till he's sober. Put him in the longboat till he's sober. Put him in the longboat till he's sober early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. What did someone say? Don't be a Glen Serio. Don't be a Glen Serio. Don't be a Glen. Be a Glen Serio. All right. Do you guys want a little secret treat? A song I'm working on? See if I can find it. All right, but shh, don't tell anyone. Let's see if I can do it. First things first, you see the lights, they're red and blue, they're flashing bright. Do not panic, do not fear, just pull off over to the right. It's a song about what to do on a traffic stop. Just safely pull off to the right, but what if there's no place to park, or maybe the road is too dark? Put your hazards on this slow, but going too far isn't smart. Now your car is stopped. What is it that you should do? Place it in park. Try not to make sudden moves. Roll your windows down. Technically, this much will work. Hands on the wheel, and try not to be a jerk, because the officer can use his discretion to not give you a ticket if he does not want to, so consider it. Now the officer is walking to your car. He's talking on his radio. He touched the trunk and stepped to you. He's asking for your ID. Hope your gloves lock tidy, because you'll need your registration too. Slowly moving. Tell him what you're doing as you get your info. You don't have to answer most of the questions he asks. If he asks a breath of lies, one thing that you should realize, you can say no and decline the drunk test tasks. I'm not going to give you the rest of it. That's enough for you. But tell me that's not delightful. We have fun. Oh, it'll go on TikTok. Don't you worry. Speaking of going on TikTok, once I'm done here, I'm going to see if I can go record some videos making fun of Dale Brown, the guy who's Detroit Urban Survival Tactics. Oh boy, is he real bad. Real bad. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of little short videos on him for TikTokies, for the TikTokies. Yeah. Anyway. Last questions. Last call. Ask your questions. Lee Clenserio, shower in the morning. Joshua Lee, thank you. Oh, for the line of dancing girls. Yeah, to go with the song. Good point. Gotta pay them. They don't do it for free. What I learned when I was in Germany, the girls don't dance for free. Yeah. What's my opinion on Floyd's most recent electrifying arrest? Let me tell you. So Floyd was dressed the same as a robber from the same area. 7 hours prior to the arrest, there was a robbery at a Circle K gas station. The robber had a gun, was wearing a red hoodie, black pants, was a black male wearing a mask. Fast forward 7 hours. News Now Omaha, Floyd Wallace Jr., dressed up in a red hoodie, don't know the color of his pants, but he's black, wearing a mask. Did he do that on purpose? It is possible. He is known to have antics. Speaking of antics, he got a gun case, an Allen gun case, designed to hold a gun. That is its entire purpose. Put a tripod in it, so that it would look solid. Posted up behind cars and was pointing it at people. This is my understanding of the events. That's suspicious, is it not? Because in Florida, that would be potentially brandishing, or suspicion of brandishing. Suspicion of unlawfully carrying a concealed firearm. Suspicion of him being the robber. Suspicious man, matched the description in the same area relatively recently after the events. 7 hours is not that long, right? If someone local had robbed the place, like 12 hours, sure, maybe a little long. But 7, no. 7, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine to ask some questions at the very least. Like, arrest him for it? But ask questions, yes. So they show up, believing him to possibly be the robber, who is armed. Tell him to drop the cage because they believe he has a rifle in there. Obviously, because that's the purpose. That's what he is trying to do, is make people think that he has a rifle. He does this. He dresses up as a ninja, hides in bushes. When police arrive, my back itches. This is intentional. He's trying to get something to happen, to file a lawsuit. The problem is, the lawsuit's probably not going to be that successful when it is reasonable to believe that he's doing something, like reaching for a weapon. So he was detained. Officer said, "Stop. You're not free to go. You are detained." He did ask. They did confirm it. It had dropped the gun case. Dropped the gun case. He dropped the gun case. Put your hands up. Kneel. Right? Which is what you'd have someone do that you believe to be armed. You don't want them to be able to move quickly. You want their hands where you can see them. And they say, "Turn around, face away from me." Yes, because if he has a gun, you don't want him to be like, "Ha-ha!" Right? It's a lot more obvious if they're not facing towards you and they draw a gun because they still have to turn towards you. That is why that's a lawful order. That is consistent with training in, to my knowledge, every single department. Certainly mine. That's what we trained for. That is police training. That is the correct tactic. They believe him to be armed. They reasonably believe him to be armed. And he refused to do it. He refused to do it. Officer said, "Turn around, turn around, turn around." Great, 3 times. That's a good amount. I would have liked to hear turn around or I will tase you. Not required, but it's nice to hear. You know, gives a condition of not turning around. Although you'd think it would be pretty obvious because the guy's got a taser. But it's a little cherry on top. It solves some potential problems in court, but they're not significant problems. They're easily dealt with. But it's just sort of a preemptive thing. Turn around, turn around, turn around. No, I'm not going to do it. All right, taser deployed. Tases him. Yes, because they believe he has a weapon. The crime he actually committed was resisting without violence. And the officers watched him do it. Now they don't have just reasonable suspicion, which is what they had before for the detention. Now they have probable cause. I think he's going to get convicted. And I think if he tries to file a lawsuit, it will be laughably unsuccessful. It's terrible. Also, I haven't looked into it, but someone brought up, I was talking to someone, they said, would that be disorderly conduct? It might be. I would have to check Florida's disorderly conduct statute. But in some states, I believe it technically would be, because you're engaging in an action that's likely to cause panic. It's a whole thing. But, oh, Lindsay, I know. Don't worry. But thank you. But yeah. And with that, I think I'll end the stream here. Oh, is Rogue Nation here? The guy known for being wrong? Oh, Rogue Nation. Not impressed. Oh, to be fair, Broken System cites James Freeman as an inspiration. I'd be embarrassed to admit that, but that's just me. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I've been streaming for, almost 3 hours, because you people have been delightful, and it's good to be back. And I have this thing. Yes! Oh, I love it. It's so delightful. So, anyway, with that, you guys have been great. Thank you all so much for being very generous, interacting, chatting, having a good time. We're going to do this again. Let me know what you want in the comment section of this video for another stream, because I love doing them. I have a lot of fun talking to you guys, doing all this stuff. So, until then, let me just make sure there are no other comments. And if I miss your comment, I'm so sorry. And you guys are all wonderful people, most of you. Yeah, we'll do this soon. So, anyway, until the next time, everyone, be good, stay safe. And I'm pausing because there's a delay. So I just pretend to be frozen. Shh, don't tell anyone. It's like a scene from Airplane. Or Naked Gun. Nope, I'm getting a phone call now. I'm not done yet. Now I gotta freeze again.